All right, welcome back to the channel. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are 2 days away. Happy Thursday to you. 2 days away from this big fight. Man, I can't wait, man. Can't wait. Gonna have a real good Saturday night. If you guys do, let me tell you, as you come in this chat right now, I need y'all to hit the reminder button that we will be going live on Saturday at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit that. Go to the channel right next to this video. You'll see that there is a live stream up. Hit the reminder to come check out the live stream when we watch this Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis fight card. Adrian Vent in the building. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Slapping them squids on them fools. What's going on, DH? Good morning. Barbara D, sister, good morning to you, ma'am. I hope you're doing well. And good morning. Like Barbara D says, good morning, Martin, and good morning to the chat. Absolutely good morning to you as well. Mr. Jimenez in the building. Good morning, man. I hope you're doing well. Ernie V, Cal Coolit. Good morning, OG in the chat. What's going on with you, brother? Always good to see you, Cal Coolit. And HMC3 in the building. GM, what's good with you, sir? Cal Coolit, big time in that super chat, brother. Kicking off the wonderful super chat Thursday. Thank you for your support, Cal Coolit. Thank you for your support. Hold on one second, man. Let me pull something up. So anyway, what is this? I got these, man, boy. I swear I should have never got this thing uploaded to my phone. This news app. I get every trivial piece of news possible out there. What is this? Oh, this is okay. Cool. Dope. Yesterday, Mr. Grimstead. Much love in that Cash App. I missed that yesterday. Thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you so much for that support yesterday. Mr. Grimstead, I missed that one yesterday. Hold on one second. Rod in the building. What's going on? The Cowboys, JC Cowboys. What's going on? Black Fonz in the building. Coach Calvin fitting to get trainer of the year. I hope so. I'm rooting for him. Alrighty, let's do this. Gotta make sure I get everything proper-dopolis. Somebody clicked the link and you are not connected. Alton Jones in the building. What's going on, brother? I'm not going to say your name, brother, but you're not connected. So I can't see you. Alton Joe, I did see your name, though. Alton Jones in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling, brother? Thank you for that support, man. Much love in the Super Chat, brother. Thank you for supporting Super Chat Thursdays. It is how we're able to continue to go on this publicly funded channel. BTGG TV said, what's up, Fanon? After yesterday hearing Joe talk, sounds like he's just a yes man. Oh, he's more than Fanon. What's your email? Here you go. You're still not connected, and it's also a little early, brother. It's going to be a couple minutes before I let anybody on, man. I see that you're there, man, but it says device not connected, and also you're a little early. I'll let people know when to click the link. It's not quite time yet. Alan Chain in the building. What's going on, man? So, yeah, Joe, you're talking about Joe Goosen? Sounds like a yes, man. Well, Joe Goosen, I mean, look, I like Joe Goosen, man. He seems like a nice guy. He's been around for a long time. JC Cowboy Network said, you were one of the main reasons why I started my football channel. I have taken off 2,000 subs in 11 months. I appreciate you. I appreciate so much, man. Hey, JC Cowboys Network, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Good deal. Yeah, man. You know, that's a nice little niche right there. You find a nice little niche, JC Cowboys Network, because you know dang on well there are a ton of Cowboy fans, man. Ton of Cowboys fans, man. Ton of Cowboy fans all over the country, man. Probably all over the world. Oh, I'm sure all over the world. I'm gonna kick you out of here, brother, because you're just sitting there with no device. So I got to kick you out of there. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, but look, man, we are a couple days away from the fight, man, and I am really, really looking forward to watching the fight with y'all, man. I say yes. He said I train with Ryan. I train with Ryan, not train Ryan. That Ryan takes notes, and Ryan takes notes, and he agrees with him. Yes, my breakdowns are fire. That's what's up, man. It's more Cowboy fans than anything, I think. I mean, of course, it's going to be Cowboy fans. It's the Cowboy Network, but that's all you need. It's the city of Dallas. It's the city of Dallas, Texas. There's hundreds of thousands, millions of Cowboy fans. That's a nice niche. Believe that. That's a niche. That's a niche right there. Niche right there. Tara Sims said, I'm ready for the fight. I am too. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But there's all kind of things you can do on that. You can do draft picks. You can do coaching changes. You can talk about all kind of stuff. Any and everything Cowboy, bro. Any and everything Cowboy. Look, man, I'm not trying to talk about this. I don't watch football. But I know them Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers got some real diehard fans, bro. Real diehard fans, man. That's a nice niche right there. That's a nice niche right there, for sure. Ryan gonna get hurt to the body when it's and then it's night. Look, man, I gotta say something, man. I was listening to Brian Norman Sr. and Brian Norman Jr. talk about the fight with Ryan and Tank, man. And I'm telling you, man, he said exactly what it was why I think this fight sells so much. Because people can get really amped up about the height and the reach of Ryan Garcia. Because it's something to overcome. You know, I don't know if you guys saw the interview on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Jay Taylor says, shout out to Fanon in the chat. Get those likes up. Yes, sir. The Ravens, too. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. DJ OC in the place to be. What's going on, man? How you feeling, brother? How are you feeling? I hope you well. Hope everybody's doing well. Get you somebody like DJ OC's son to talk that football on your channel, man. Them cats really know that. I'm sure he really knows football. Hey, for 9, I'm ready to get to the weight off. My goal is to lose 40 pounds, brother. I'm going to work out 5 days a week and eat clean. Hey, man, that's what I'm working. Hey, Brian Norman Sr. has a history of hating on Tank. Hey, man, I can't speak on it. All I can say, I mean, his breakdown of it seemed kind of like, I don't know if he watches Tank much, because he said Tank doesn't jab his way in. He kind of lunges his way in. I mean, dog, he kind of jabs himself in, man. But I mean, he has to slip in and he has to block. He has to do all those things. He said, DJ OC, I love that channel. What's up? Hey, I saw Jeff Campbell up there, man. My guy was mixing, was up there on the DJs who say, Mr. Martin, I am a true Dallas Cowboy fan. My man cave is all Dallas. Hey, man, go check out my guy's channel and make sure you go check out my guy's channel. Give us your breakdown on Tank Ryan IYO. I don't know, in your opinion, breakdown of Tank Ryan, in my opinion. No. I'm gonna do it, but I gotta do it carefully, man. I might spend today. Hold on one second, man. What is this? Mr. Walton said, hey, good morning, Fanon. Good morning to you, brother. Yeah, it was just a little early. Your device wasn't connected. Yeah, in your opinion. I think you have a tale of two fighters, man. One is very experienced. I think you have a very experienced fighter, and I think you got a fighter that's a lot less. The experience level, to me, is heavy in Gervonta Davis's everything. Let me put it this way. Everything other than height and reach is either neutral or in Gervonta Davis's advantage. The ones that I would say are neutral, the categories that I think are kind of neutral, are speed and punching power. On the other hand, Gervonta has better defense, and he also, I think, he has a better chin. What's going on, man? Shaolin Shinobi. And hey, Shaolin Shinobi. That's what's up, man. I like that, dog. Fanon the GOAT. I got Tank in 7. Hey, look, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't want to make predictions for the fight, man. I just want to watch and enjoy the fight, man. Ashir McCutcheon. I just rewatched three pair. You just watched 6? You watched a pair of Tyson Fury of Crawford fights. Is it just me, or is defense not that good? It seems like he's always there to be hit. I mean, I wouldn't say his defense is not. I would tell you that he's open to be hit, yeah, and he relies very heavily on reflexes. Yeah, he's definitely an athletic fighter. One that really relies on his quickness of foot, quickness of his reaction to fight, slipping, not necessarily always slipping them, but just, I think he relies a lot on reflexes. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Stone Alone in the building. Thank you, brother. Stone Alone says, Super Chat Thursdays. Let's get it. Thank you, brother. We on the countdown to this great fight. Good morning, Martin, and to the chat. Smash the like and the support, man. Yeah, man, it's a big event, bro. It's a big event. It's a big event. And seriously, man, that's what it is, man. But man, there's some cats out there hating. Hey, Ashir McCutcheon, though. Look, man, I do think that he is yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that he is. I don't want to say he's like technically flawed or his defense is flawed, because who am I to say that? However, I do think that a lot of his defense relies upon his reflexes. I would say that. Yeah, that can catch up to you, especially against a guy that he's probably not going to fight. I listened to what Steven Espinoza had to say, and I'm less encouraged because it's the same thing. I've listened to everything these guys have said. The more pain you give Tank, the more punishment he wants to inflict. Yeah, and as long as he goes about it cool, and I'm saying he can take a shot. This is going to be a classic KO, and Ryan knows it. Hey, man. Hey, look, man. All I'm saying is let's see the fight, bro. Stone Alone in the building. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much for your support, man. I got friends that don't even know the names of who is fighting that are hyped up about the fight. Yeah. Fanon meant to write pair. No worries. Speaking into my phone because I'm driving and I accidentally made that mistake. No worries. Yeah, I figured it. I'll do the self-correction this year because you said a pair. You said a pair 3. So I was like, you probably literally said that. I watched a pair 3 fights and they just kind of got on. I do that on videos all the time. Don't worry about it, man. Anybody that can't figure that out probably isn't worth having a conversation with to begin with, in my opinion. Stop all the eye hustling and smash the like. You dig? Yeah, man, smash that like button, man. Stop being haters. If you would not mind. But if you don't want to hit the like button, that's on you. You know what I mean? You don't want to hit the like button, that's on you. I can't say nothing about that. Can't say nothing about that. Mr. Hey, thank you, man. Much love in that Cash App. To my guy, Mr. Mina, said, keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love and the Cash App, man. Appreciate you, man. Talking this boxing with me. Fahim Sator in the building. Somebody just said, what's up to Dapper Douglas? Said, what's up to Fahim Sator? Hey, Dapper, I hope you saw my email, man. You make any bets on this fight, Fanon? No, I didn't. I'm sorry, man. Look, I can't do that with a clear conscience. Has Gervonta Davis ever faced adversity? In the ring, yeah, absolutely. He's faced adversity. He faced adversity against all those guys. He's had a bunch of fights where he had to overcome. He does it every matter of fact. I think Gervonta Davis does that every fight. Because he's always a littler guy. He also had a broken hand against he also had a hurt hand. I don't know if it was broken or not. He also had a hurt hand against Isai Cruz that he had to overcome. He has to overcome size disadvantages every fight. Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz, Hector Garcia. All these guys are a lot bigger than him, man. I'm telling you, I don't know if you've seen this, Chillville, but if you actually go to the fight and look at Tank in the ring with these guys, I'm telling you, these guys are a lot. It was amazing to me how much bigger Leo Santa Cruz was than Gervonta Davis. All right, that's what's up, Dapper Douglas. Marquis said, hey, any thoughts on Puello? Hopefully I spelled that. No, Puello, good enough. I'll get you there, Marquis. You got me there. Oh, yeah, Puello. Look, man, it's not looking good on them Dominicans, man. They need to stop hanging out with them baseball players, man. I'm going to put it that way. Them Dominicans need to stop hanging. The Dominican boxers need to stop hanging out with them baseball players. All right? You know what I'm saying? Did you see Tank beat up Ivan Redcash in sparring? No. Again? Is this a new one or something? Is this a new one? Yeah, man, get the likes up, man. We got 300 people in the building, man. Hit the like. Oh, and not only do you hit the likes, go, look, I am counting this right. Hey, dude, go to the video that I did, to the live stream on my channel I did yesterday. Not that I put up yesterday. It's still waiting. It's right there on the page. Man, if you do not click that daggone link, come watch this fight with me. If y'all don't click this and come and watch this Tank Davis fight with me, man, do you know how hard it is to work all day, then have to take a little bit of a nap to get back and talk to this fight with you? Y'all better show up on Saturday. I'm trying to tell you. Riley didn't deserve a title shot at 140. He did. He chose his manager wisely. He chose his manager wisely. Yes, he does deserve it for smart business decisions. Regis Prograde, take some notes. Stop being so stubborn. Okay? Hey, dude, I'm serious, man. Regis, no, that's old Fanon. I've seen, I think I've seen it. Wilbur Rogers said, I'll be there, Fanon. Thank you very much. I'll be tuned in. Thank you. Okay. Red Cash, the Russian Ryan is talking about. I don't think so. First of all, Red Cash is not Russian. He's from the Ukraine. Even though I'm quite sure. Do you do round by round commentary during the fight? Yes, I do. Absolutely, positively, I do. Yeah, and this is the year that I'm going to do it. I used to do it. I was like one of the first people to do it. And then everybody bit my style and they started doing it. And then I was friends with some people and I stopped doing it because they did it well. And I was like, okay, this is a way for those guys' channels to get on. And then they wound up being jerks. So I'm like, okay, well, now it's time for me to go back, man. Go back to doing my fight commentaries and having a good time watching them fights with you. I do think that this time, though, however, I may sip on something during the fight, man. You know what I mean? Brought to you by what is that stuff, man? I always mispronounce it. McAllen. Brought to you by McAllen. Rolly about to become a 2-time champ, believe it or not. TMT Smart AF. Rolly's not a 2-time champ. He's never been a champ. Powerhouse Watson. Hey, much love in that super chat. Thank you, Stone Alone. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, we'll be there during the fight. Y'all better hit that link, man. Y'all better hit that reminder, bro. Happy 420 chat. Yes, sir. Well, today, yeah. Happy today. What's today? Something special about 420? Other than it's somebody's birthday out there, somebody's wedding anniversary out there, something. I'm sure there's something special for everybody on today. Every day has something that is special to someone somewhere. I might have to have some Crown or Jack to sip on fight night. Yeah, I might, bro. Oh, it's Passover? Oh, is that what it is? Okay, well, that's what's up. The question was, who was the first person Tank knocked out? And he said the first person Tank knocked out, and he said was a Russian. I don't know, man. I think Tank knocked out like a little 8-year-old kid. Blaze Day for nine. Hey, Mary. Oh, it's Mary Jane Day. Oh, yeah, I don't participate. I can't speak on that. Even though I did have, it's Cannabis Day. I can't, I'm sorry. I'm not, even though, I don't have anything against it for people that can be productive at the same time. I don't do that, man. Hey, say, dang well, Ukraine and Russia, same thing to those of us who came up during the Cold War. Yeah, you know what it is. I mean, it's all the same. They're trying to get their land back, bro. Whatever. Or maybe they are, maybe they're not, man. I'm not getting into that, man. Dre's fine and said, Martin, I remember I was here and know what you were speaking on. By the way, what is the live Sable saying? What is that? I don't know what you mean, Dry. I don't know what you mean. What is the live label saying? I don't know what you mean. Oh, it's fight night. It is fight day. It's like it. Anyway, man, I could put a link in. I probably should put a link in there. Going to be 420 in T-Mobile Arena this weekend. Now he said he sparred a pro Russian and knocked him out, and that's how he discovered his power. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I saw Gervonta Davis hit a little 8-year-old and spun his head. So I don't know. I think them cats might have known about that power a little bit early on, man. But it is what it is. So, but let's get on to this other conversation, though. Hey, man, I don't want to talk about Devin Haney, man. I don't want to talk about a black all day. Tank knocked out Desi Williams in his pro debut. Big Fanon 100 is, thank you, bro. Okay, it's got it. Okay, it's that day. Y'all got a day for it. There's a day for that. Hold on one second, man. I think I'm very familiar with this particular, I think I've seen this, but I have to go to your channel, brother, and I got to check you out. Okay, so you are not fake. You've been here for a while, brother. All right. Are you guys still going to be on Tank's nuts when he loses to Rai? Pink Black, are you going to call a grown man Rai? Answer the question. Look, are you still going to be on Rai? Rai? Did you call that man Rai? What is he, your boyfriend or something? Oh, Rai. Oh, Rai. Come on, Rai. Let's go, Rai. Hit him, Rai. Hit him, Rai. Man, dog, y'all wild, bro. Ryan wins unanimous decision 7-5. Get ready for the rematch. All right, look, man. Can you guys keep your wishful thinking to yourselves? Look, either one of these guys can win the fight, man, because Ryan Garcia may catch him. He may catch him. He really may. I'm not going to discount that. All right. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm very serious. Ryan Garcia may catch him. He may. Ryan Garcia is somebody that is very athletic. He's not very athletic. He's got fast hands and he's got a big punch. The problem is that he's flat-footed. He goes straight back. He has zero lateral movement. He pulls straight back from punches. He pulls straight back from punches. He punches with his eyes closed. And he's not fought in a year. And he's not fought recently. And he's never been in with anything resembling that level of competition. Where Gervonta Davis has been in there with people that are the same level of fighter that Ryan Garcia is. Now, Ryan Garcia presents some new problems. You know what I mean? Dog, M.A. Mall, you've asked me that question about 4 times, bro. I got you in a second, brother. M.A.W., give me a second. Trust me, that's coming up. Trust me. John Bowie in the building said, morning, shout out everybody. I'm back in bed. Hey, man, what's going on, brother? Thank you for that support, bro. But, Ma, let me ask that question you've asked like 6 times. Oh, I believe every word of it. And is it more BS? Yes. I believe every word of it, and it's more BS. I believe, let me tell you, that's a yes and a yes. Yes and a yes. I heard what Stephen Espinoza had to say. And I'm telling you right now, that dude is, man, seriously. I don't know about that dude, man. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know about Terrence Crawford. I don't know about him. Because that stuff is not complicated. That's money. That's money. And if that's money, then God dog, there should be no problem because there's a ton of money in that fight. Only thing you got to be willing to do is get it out of the pay-per-view because you don't have a promoter putting up money for you. But whatever. Lorenzo Longino in the building. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Got you, Ma. That's a funny dude. Hey, Ariana Lofton, shout out to you. GM said, I saw Ryan slap a fist bump, Tank not losing. What? Slap a fist bump, Tank not losing? What you mean? I don't understand that, GM. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. And Ryan said, what can you honestly be negotiating for over a effing year? You really, nothing. Nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. The merger of Google, I don't know, the merger of Google and Twitter. Twitter's purchase of Google. You can negotiate that for a year. Okay? Google's purchase of Twitter and Facebook. Yeah, that can go a year. Google buying Facebook and Instagram. That, trust you me, that'll go a year. Why does she get out of focus all of a sudden? Hold on a second, man. I'm still here. Just got to do something real quick. All right, there you go. Sometimes you got to get dusty. Sometimes it's a little dusty in here. Yeah, that could take a year, John Bowie, and that's about it, brother. That could take a year, and that, my friend, is about it. John Bowie said, "Oh, wait, Buzz, waiting on his man courage." Hey, man, don't be playing on the man strength, bro. Buzz got his man strength, dog. Yo, based on Espinosa's comments, I got to blame Bud for holding up the fight. Originally thought it was Spence's fault. Let me tell you something. That is one of the biggest justices that's going on in boxing right now. Is people trying to act like it's both sides. It's not both sides. One guy took a fight, the other guy didn't. No, it's not both sides. All right? We know this without a doubt. It is not both sides. Stop saying it's not fair to say it's both sides, bro. No, I didn't say man strength. I said man courage. No, I know what you meant, John Bowie. I know what you meant. That's playing off of I meant that you're playing off the Devin Haney man strength because he ain't getting any knockouts and he's still waiting on his man strength. His man strength. Let me tell you, dog, my son is getting his man strength, all right? My son is out there throwing up 200 pounds, dog. He out there throwing up 200 pounds now. He's over the 200-pound threshold on his bench press. He's getting his man strength, okay? I still don't buy that, dog. Still don't buy that. At 24 years old that you don't have your man strength. Ray Davis said, good morning, checking in. You may not have your snack strength, but you may not have your clofamine strength. But nah, I ain't buying that. Good morning, checking in, spreading some love in the chat. Yes, you are, Ray Davis. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Salute, sprinkle a little color, avoiding duckbird flu. It's a pandemic in boxing. It is. No, it's not. It's just a pandemic in Omaha. Sorry, man. I don't know what I can do for y'all with that stuff. That's a pandemic. That is an Omaha-demic. That's a Nebraska-demic. That is not spread out all through boxing. Anybody else, that fight would have been made. Anybody else, that fight would have been made. Anybody else, that fight would have been made. Come on, man. You don't even have a promoter to stand in the way. There's literally nobody. There's no network problems. There's no network problems. There's no promotional problems. None of that. The only thing there is a supposed money problem on a pay-per-view fight. You get a split at a pay-per-view and you keep it pushing. What's complicated? But anyway, maybe Bud waiting for his balls to drop. Much love in that super chat. Man. Hey, dog. John Boy, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support, bro. I don't buy that you waiting on your man strength stuff. Yeah, I believe it. Yep, I believe they knew any other fighter would have made that fight, dog. That fight, anybody else, that fight is done. Anybody else in Terrence Crawford's position, that fight is done. It's done. It's your first opportunity for a big pay-per-view in the biggest fight in boxing, and you're the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Anybody else, that fight is done. With no promotional issue, no other option nearly as good. Nothing else where you can be like, well, I'll take this fight for this. None of that. That fight would have been done if it was anybody but Bud Crawford, bro. And you guys can say what you want. I don't care. Anybody but him, that fight is done. Anybody. I don't care how much people said that Keith Thurman was ducking. It was ducking Errol Spence. If that Errol Spence Jr. fight was for undisputed and the biggest fight in boxing on pay-per-view, there is no way in the world I'm believing Keith Thurman is not taking that fight. No way. Okay? Riddick Bowe. I don't care how much people say Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis. If that was for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, Riddick Bowe was the B-side to it. And he was going to make more money than he would have ever made in his career, and he had no other options. Riddick Bowe would have taken that fight, bro. Riddick Bowe would have taken that fight. I'm sorry, bro. It's very, very hard for me to contemplate this. Scared, stubborn, I don't know what it is, but it's something. Scared, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's something. Ego, something. I'm just not good. No, something is up with that dude. With that, it don't take that long. It don't take that long. Grueling act. It doesn't take that long, bro. It does not take that long. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't take a year. We're closer than we ever were. Yeah, we're closer than you ever were. And then what's he say? But look, we were close before. Lorenzo Longue said he's moving like he's going to make the rest of his career off of EJ's name without fighting him. Hey, look, man, I don't even want to look. Much love in the super chat. But this is why I make these videos, just so you know. This is why, for all you people I'm getting on my dang nerves, they complain every time I update people on that. It's because people ask me about it. But hey, Lorenzo Longino, my bad. I disrespected that much important, bro. Thank you, brother, for that yellow. Thank you for keeping that color in chat. Thank you. Lorenzo Longino, you're absolutely huge for the channel, brother. Like David Williams and like my guy, Slick Skip, and of course the great John Bowie and Lee Ho Shang said Bud's biggest payday, whatever the split. Exactly. But nah, he said, nah, it's never gonna happen. I'm past that fight. Something's up with you, dude. Something's up with you. Something's up with you. Call me a hater all you want. Something's up. Hey, why are you hating on my girlfriend? Dog, you've asked her to marry you like 5 times. You haven't dated any other girl for the last 5 years. She doesn't return your phone calls, but she says she'll think about it. Dude, will you please move on and go find somebody else? I'm not hating on her, but it don't take that long to make your mind up. Okay? Literally. You ask a woman to marry you, it's not going to take her a year to figure it out. It ain't going to take her a year to figure it out. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, stop. You know what I mean? A year? Please. This is a year. Errol fought a year ago. David Lee said, if Ryan lose, can you see him letting Frank Martin have a chance? Vice versa with Tank. I think Frank is in the top 5 right now in lightweight. Yeah, I can see that happening. Absolutely, I can see that happening. David, thank you, brother. Thank you for that support, David. Absolutely, I can see that happening, bro. Absolutely. I don't think he's ducking any smoke, bro. That's my opinion on it. To me, Mr. Walton in the building, oddly gifted. Bully Kennel said, good morning, great brother. Thank you, brother, for that support in the chat. Thank you, man. Thank you for sponsoring the video. Greatly important. And good morning to you, great brother. And he said, I don't get it. It's Tank fight week, not Crawford. Much love in that super chat, brother. Oh, you don't get it? It is oddly gifted Kennels. Look, man, it is what it is. People like, that's an interesting fight. That's the biggest fight in boxing. That's why oddly gifted Kennels, because that's the biggest fight in boxing. It is. It's going to do more than Errol Tears. It would be a bigger fight than Gervonta and Ryan Garcia. And I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to convince me otherwise until those numbers come in and you tell me something different. Did Andre Ward duck? He retired. So no. He retired. And Adonis Stevenson got murked by whatever that other dude's name is. I don't think he did. Man, you foul. Fahim Sator said that's the biggest fantasy fight. But I do agree, oddly gifted Bully Kennels, we can move on up off that conversation. We've got 400 people in the building, man. What's good to everybody? Yeah, you guys are chintzy. Hey, if you like the video, hit the like. If you don't. But if you do, hit the like. It's a great way to support the channel. It's a great way to support the channel. Either hit the dislike or hit the like. I don't care, whatever it was. Just make up your mind. And if you do it, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Wojciech KO'd Adonis, but I don't know if Andre Ward had already retired or not. John Boy said, all this trash Bud and his team been talking all these years. I understand why Spence wants this fight, but Bud doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. I mean, he's got the belt, man. Give up the belt. Like, it would be a lot easier if he just gave up the belt. Elijah said, bomb squad. You know what it is. Bomb squad. Yeah, man. I hope we get – that's some other stuff going on, bro. 450 watching, under 300 likes. Hey, you know what, really, dude? That's other channels get really upset about that. I don't get as much. I don't really trip too much on that. But if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit the like button so people can stop telling you to hit the like button. Spence fans hit the like button. Bud fans hit the like button. All 30 of you. All 30 of you, brother. Hit that like button, man. Bud scared to even be two-time undisputed, says Dank Lucane. Let me say that name right, Dank Lucane. But look, I do want to get off that subject. Let's get back to this other fight, man. And now, just so you know, the link is in the comment section. So if somebody wants to get on and rap, that would be great. It is what it is. It'd be appreciated. I mean, quickly, not too long on it, but I'll wrap with you. Thank you, Matthew Bishop. But back to this fight that's going to take place this weekend. This is an event. And I listened to what people have been saying about the fight, the boxing purists about the fight. And look, man, the masses like what the masses like. Can't really hate on it, if, in my opinion, if it's really boxing. If it is two professional fighters fighting, I'm not talking about a YouTuber. I'm not talking about Jake Paul. I'm not talking about Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather fighting. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about LeBron James. I'm not talking about Scottie Pippen getting out and fighting KSI. I'm not talking about that type of stuff. That type of stuff isn't boxing. That's not world-class boxing. So the competition level is not anywhere near that. What is this? Oh no, he's been doing more of that. John Boyd. All right, this was up. No, Ma, I do not believe that. There are a lot of hating on this fight. They're the same ones who say there's fans of the sport. That's cap. I mean, no, you can be a fan. First of all, you can be a fan of the sport and really say, look, man, this is a lot to do about a non-title fight, right? It's a non-title fight, which is honestly outshining any title fight that there is in boxing. It really is. Fanon, you're missing his super chat. Nah, I don't think I missed his super chat. I saw two of his comments that weren't super chats. No, I got it. I got John Boy. Let me go back. All this trash, Bud and his team been talking all these years. I understand why Spence wants this fight, but Bud doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. And I said, I wish he dropped the belt so we wouldn't have to worry about it. I wish he dropped the belt so we didn't have to worry about it. Man, you cats are pathetic. Smash that like. Oh, y'all tripping. Anyway, I can't keep reading that. It's a lot to do for a non-title fight, and I'm not going to reward it. Scant Rats, let me tell you, man. First of all, Scant Rats, you don't have to reward it. It's a lot to do about a non-title fight. Dwayne Hunter in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, sir? How you doing this morning?
I can't complain. How are you feeling? Hunter on the hunt in the building.
Pretty good. Just driving to work. I always listen to you while I drive to work. It's a whole hour and a half drive, so this actually makes it go by a lot faster. Traffic. Yeah. So hey, I was thinking about what you said. Like it was a while back. I remember you saying something about Gervonta has that look in his eyes, like somebody is always ready for a fight, always gonna protect themselves and stuff like that. I'm looking at his energy while he's doing these interviews and stuff, and it kind of seems like he's kind of quiet. He kind of keeps to himself for the most part, but you can for sure Gervonta is not scared of any fight. From the way he grew up, where he grew up at, those type of things that people are overlooking. He's not worried about how tall Ryan is or his power. I think for the most part, he's just trying to sell the fight. Like, if he just goes out there like, yeah, I'm gonna work this dude over, and everybody else knows it, nobody's gonna want to watch the fight. But if he acts like he's worried, if he acts like, oh, I'm not gonna bring my mom to this fight, it might get crazy, if not, then that gives people hope for Ryan, right? So then now more people are gonna buy the fight. More people are thinking, okay, well maybe Ryan does have a chance. But Tank's not worried about Ryan, and saying he ain't gonna bring his mom to the fight, I'd be really surprised if his mom didn't come to the fight. She made every single fight he's ever had. So I think basically they're just trying to promote the fight and this and that. And if you realize, I watched his open workout, Ryan's open workout. I watch every time they talk to Oscar. When they talk to Oscar don't even look convinced that Ryan's gonna win. Like Oscar looked nervous during his open workout, stuff like that. Somebody had posted a video and it was a picture after, I don't know who it was, but they would Oscar question or Ryan give him a hug, and then Oscar's face after that that moment looked like he was just putting up a front. So, I mean, I think it's still going to be a good fight, but I highly doubt Gervonta is even worried about it. He's preparing for it, for sure, and he's going to be ready, but I don't think he's scared at all. I don't think he's worried about what Ryan's going to bring to the table, and that's all. I mean, like I said, when it goes back to what you said, just not to mess with, and they not worried about nothing. They always up, always down for the what, you know what I mean, down to get it in. And I think he's one of the people, especially, I've been to Baltimore. I know how rough it is out there, so he ain't worried about, Ryan for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm kind of with you on that, man. I definitely think he was selling the fight, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping by.
Right.
Always good to see you. Drive safe, man.
All right. Have a good one.
You as well. All right, that's what's up. Hey, real quick, John Boy said, again, shout out to everybody. Too lazy to type everyone's name today. My apologies. Hey, man, ain't no apologies needed, man, brother. Thank you, John Boy. And my guy, Undercard Boxing, said, my bad. Nah, thank you. Let me know if I missed something, brother. I need to know. And John Boy in the building said, but the ladies' names must be spoken. Lady Erica B, Barbara D, Shoni D, Aisha, Queen Vaughn, Deborah. Absolutely. I haven't seen Queen Vaughn. I hope I didn't offend Queen Vaughn. I haven't seen Queen Vaughn. Last couple of days. Hope she's well. Hope I didn't offend her. John Boy said, the ladies, I forgot. Bud Crawford. Oh, that's foul. Much love in that super chat, brother. And John Boy right back at you with it. Said, no disrespect to the ladies. I apologize. Hey, thank you, John Boy. Appreciate you for supporting the thing, man. I'm sure it's all good. But look, let me ask you a question, Scan Rants. I tried very hard to hold on to that thing that you said about how it's a non-title, too much stuff about a non-title fight. You can't reward it. Let me ask you a question. Oh, she was in. No. I'm telling you, I didn't see her after that. I haven't seen her after that. Let me ask you guys a question. Too much. Can you answer a question for me, Scant Rant? Would you buy a pay-per-view for Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua? And that's the question specifically for you. Would you buy a pay-per-view if Deontay Wilder fought Anthony Joshua in his next fight? I didn't ask. I'm at the answer. Let me tell you the answer to that one is from almost everybody that you've heard say they're not going to support this fight, they would support that one. I promise you they would buy that pay-per-view. If it was Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Right? Of course you would buy that fight. Of course. What's the difference? It's a non-title fight, right? I respect Wilder and Joshua more. One guy is a former unified champ. The other is a history books for consecutive title. Nah, bro. You said it's a non-title fight. Don't change don't change it up, brother. Don't change it up. It's a non-title fight. That's what you said. A lot of to do for a non-title fight. For a non-title fight. Come on, man. Be fair. You don't like it. You got a problem with it being Gervonta, more than likely. Most of this is about Devin Haney. Oh, he did not outpunch Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder hit it with his left hand. Ramonito said, Fanon, have you ever seen Tank hit a punch machine? He outpunched Dominic Brazil. Oh, Dominic Brazil. Thought you meant Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder hit it with his left hand, and his dang thing still went crazy. Ray Davis in the building. Thank you. Bud has a big fish allergy. Salute to the Spence's camp. Much love in that super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Ray Davis. So, man, it's that most of that talk that I've heard is around Devin Haney. And Devin Haney being the real champion in that division. That's what I've heard. That's what it sounds like to me. Nah, actually, Ryan Garcia doesn't deserve this opportunity. Yes, he does. He's the number 1 ranked guy in the WBA. Yes, he does deserve it. He's the number 1 ranked guy in the WBA. Why wouldn't he deserve it? He's the number 1 ranked guy in the WBA. Let me make sure. Hey, Chris Tucker said, in any other sport, if 2 top opponents are up against one another, it's an event, but no, not in boxing, huh? The main boxing fans are different. Look, man, right here. I always go to boxing scene. Oh, man, these dudes. Hold on one second. There he is right there. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, number 1 in the WBA. And he has been number 1 in the WBA for a while. Why does Vasily Lomachenko deserve a fight with Devin Haney as a number 1 or as a number 1? And Ryan Garcia doesn't deserve a fight with Gervonta Davis as a number 1. What's not how it works? That's exactly how it works. You're the number 1 contender. He's an undefeated fighter. He fought in the lightweight division. What's the problem? Come on, man. Tell the truth. This is my thing with you guys that are Devin Haney fans. And Scant Ranch, you, my guy, I ain't got a problem with you. But I'm just going to tell you, you guys, my problem with this. Everything is different when Devin Haney name get connected with it. If Devin Haney's name is connected with it, all the rules go out the window. We can pay pay-per-views for Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz in non-title fights, and that pay-per-view, we'll buy it. Deontay Wilder fights Robert Helenius on pay-per-view, non-title fight, and buy it. But Gervonta Davis fights Ryan Garcia in a non-title fight on the same network those other fight, that the same network that did the same thing, and now no, can't support that. That's about Devin. Come on, man, that's about Devin. And it's thinly veiled. It's thinly veiled. That's about Devin. That's about no, I want Devin to get the fight. If it's Devin, then yes. If it's Devin, then yes. If it's not Devin, then no. Come on. Y'all know the deal. Aisha, much love in that Cash App. Thank you, sister, for supporting today. It is important to the channel and massively appreciated. Batty Rich in the building. Let me get that gong to Aisha in the building. Batty Rich said, Fanon, I'm late, OG. What we cooking? Better get better, Skip. Absolutely. Get better, Slick Skip. Haney was the champion. Who cares? What do you mean Haney was the champion? Dude, it's all about Haney, bro. Haney got his fight. He got a pay-per-view fight against Lomachenko. He's got a fight against Lomachenko. He's not fighting Gervonta. He's got a fight against Lomachenko. A month later, 4 weeks later, he's fighting Lomachenko. He's not, nobody, unless Devin's on it, you're not going to, man, come on. At least say that's what it is. Say, I'm not going to support any lightweight fights that do not have Devin Haney in it. Why? Because he's the champion, and that's the guy that I want to see fight. And then I wouldn't have a problem with that. But you guys want the guy to be the preferred guy, and he's just not that. He's just not that guy. What you want me to say? I mean, what do you want people to do? You want people to just to say, okay, well, there those belts go, so let's go, don't do that fight. Like, do you see? You know what I mean? Like, for real. You think people are not going to, don't do that fight. It's too big. It's too big. It shouldn't be that big. I can't support that. But you will support other non-title fights on pay-per-view. John Boy says, so wait, Tank has to wait till Devin is done fighting Loma, skip Ryan so Devin gets his shot first. Yes. I'm not a Haney guy. Hey, that's fair, Scant Rants. Dude, he's not ducking Shakur because he can't fight Shakur yet. Devin Haney's not ducking Shakur. I highly suspect that he will. Man, here's the thing. Devin was, look, man, Lomachenko was ducking, right? Why ain't he ducking now? I mean, if he was ducking then, why doesn't he duck now? Oh, shit, David Williamsby is the fucking man. Extremely blatant at this point. It's all good when Ryan was supposed to fight Devin after he beat Luke. Exactly. It was perfectly fine for Devin Haney to fight Ryan Garcia in a non-title fight. But Gervonta cannot fight Devin. But Gervonta, matter of fact, that was a secondary title. It's okay for Devin Haney to fight Ryan Garcia for a belt that you don't even consider a belt, because you don't consider that a belt. But not you, Scant Rants. I'm off of you specifically. Scant Rants, don't feel like you got to defend yourself on anything that I'm saying right here, because this is just generally out there amongst many, many, many people, and kind of like an amalgamation of me talking to a collection of talking points, if you will. So it's okay for Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney, but it's not okay for Tank to fight Devin Haney, because Gervonta and Devin Haney makes the fight too big. But if Gervonta wasn't as big a name as Gervonta was, then it would be okay to fight Devin because the fight wouldn't do so well. No, there's something connected to Devin didn't get what Devin wants. We don't want to show up Devin. Don't show up Devin. Devin's not on Tank's level. Not on that, in that way. Dude, I mean, it's like a girl in school telling another, getting mad that all the boys like that girl because she's prettier. Well, you don't like her personality. She doesn't get good grades, and she's not on the yearbook staff. She's not on the yearbook staff. Yeah, but have you looked at her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand. You're a great person. She's a terrible, terrible person. Hey, pay attention to me. What were you saying? That type of move. Hey, Derek Choice in the building said, hey, I just wonder if Ryan will try to clinch with Tank. No, he will not. Definitely not. Much love in that super chat. Definitely not, bro. And my guy, John Bowie, right back at it. with Loma never ducked, you're a liar. No, he did not duck that man. And I'm going to maintain that forever. That man did not duck that man. That man did not duck that man. They ran that man's name in the ground because the fight should have been Devin. No matter what, it should have been Devin. Like, come on, man. Y'all are Devin fans. Come on, check your fanhood at the door and be fair to people, man. David Williams, and much love to, first of all, this is for everybody else, man. Thank y'all so much for that support and that super chat. And Dave Williams with the big 100, just blowing people out the water, said, don't thank me for 9. This is the only money I was going to give Crawford. He ducked before he ducked. This is only the money I was going to give Crawford before he ducked. And now I was starting to think that Spence is a bully because he's constantly trying to get a fight with a guy that's terrified of him. Shout out to everybody, especially John Boy. That's a good question. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Is Errol Spence Jr. a bully? Because he knows what he's going to do because he has a suspicion he's about to beat the brakes off of Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford, an old dude that don't want to do it, is in semi-unofficial retirement. And here's your goals, David Williams, for that beautiful rig. Man, there used to be a red scam running around YouTube, bro. Thank you for authentic red, bro. Thank you for an authentic red. John Boy in the building said David Williams, yeah, huge, isn't he? Thank you, brother. And Ray Davis said, I think Ryan wants to bet Errol that $20K. Man, Ryan don't want to bet nobody, man. Ryan don't want to bet nobody, bro. He don't want to bet that. Scant rants, the purpose of the super and the franchise belt was to get fighters more unification fights. That's the stated purpose of it. Great analogy. Devin has what he needs. DHP needs to be humble. Keep winning. Show the world what's good when the time comes. And tell daddy, shh. Now, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Devin definitely does need to get his daddy to just, let me handle this, Pops. Get the paperwork together. Dre's finest in the building said, blessings upon your entire family, Martin and Zeus. You know what it is. Thank y'all for that support, bro. Man, I'm trying to tell you, it pays off not to scam. I do got something good coming. Hopefully after today, I got something good coming. Cool Ash said, after Saturday, Tank will have fought 3 times since Spence's last fight. Also, Thurman is extremely patient. Time to fight anybody now. Yeah, I would love that, but, it is what it is. Errol is not a bully. Bud was supposed to be a boogeyman. Bud talked himself into this dynamic. Errol is starving to be the best. Bud is the bully whose card is now officially pulled. There is a degree of bully to him. I definitely believe that there's a degree of bully to him. I definitely agree with that. Ox in the building. Much love in that. I do believe that. I definitely believe that. Though he does have a good amount of bully. Bill talks and sells better than Devin. But let me watch this, Brock Howard. That's so what? And I don't even know if that's true. I just think they come off extremely entitled. That's what it sounds to me like. Sounds to me they come off very, very entitled. And their fans come off as if they really are entitled. Like, man, are you like, this kid has been given, I don't even want to keep talking about him. I don't even want to talk about it because it's not real. The truth of the matter is, who do people want to see fight? What boxing matches are boxing fans asking for? What fights do they want to see? That is real. What's good for boxing is what boxing fans want and what they will support. That's what's good for boxing. What boxing fans want and what they will support. Oh, why are pay-per-view numbers down? Because the best aren't fighting the best. No. Pay-per-view numbers are down because people are buying less pay-per-views. Stop overcomplicating it and trying to use a fact, something that is a fact, to justify something you want to do. Why would television ratings be down? Because because people don't want to see the fights that they're putting on. What? That's not complicated. If somebody wants this, if somebody wants to see a fight, if boxing fans want to see a fight, and I'm talking about boxing fans, I'm not talking about fans of, I see you, Ray. I'm not talking about fans of YouTubers, right? Do I want to see Casual Geographics? Do I want to see Casual Geographics fight? I don't know, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Oh, what a great fight. Oh, I'll watch it. Why he's got, but that's not a real fight. So tell me, do not put Ryan Garcia in that particular bucket, because he's not in that particular bucket. He's not in there. Let me get these couple super chats, man. GM in the building said, Ryan's dad is worse than Bill, in my opinion. Oh, no. Ryan Garcia's dad I think he's pretty cool. Honestly, man, I can appreciate, they're both kind of phony. You know what I mean? They both kind of got that. Him and Ryan both got that. That for the cameras type talk down. Bruce Williams said, as I give it deeper thought, I honestly don't think middle-aged brothers dislike Devin, but have a difficult time relating to Bill. He's just not a likable cat. Yeah, I mean, because ain't nobody buying all that, man. You spinning it too much, man. Like, when you try to get, here's the thing. You try to, let me let Ray Davis say his piece real quick, and I'm going to get back on that, because I don't want to have you wait. What's going on, Ray?
You don't have to wait long. You absolutely correct. They spin it too much. Look, there's nothing wrong with selling yourself, being out there trying to market yourself and make yourself great. But the kid is good. He has talent. We see that. You're going to get the fights. You don't have to try to, pressure people into fighting. Those things are coming. Just keep winning. We run around here, not us, saying they run around here, the Haneys. I say we because, I root for the kids. Doesn't mean I don't like the other guys. We talked about that. It just gets annoying. I'm to the point where I'm like, man, I just can't. I don't even want to tune in when I hear them, because it's like the same thing. It's backpedaling, it's avoidance, it is what it is. As far as Ryan's dad, no. Only closest person I think is worse was at the point Teofimo's dad. That's the only guy I think was worse than Bill. And you see where they are right now, right? You see where they are. The loss, the move up in weight to avoid the big fights because they don't want to lose again. Then almost lose to a guy that no one even heard of. So that's where we at. So Bill needs to settle down before the karma strikes. It's going to strike again, and we don't want that. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to check in. You know me, I'm on that vacation still. I'm leaving soon. To show my respect to the squad out there. You know what I mean?
Now, you don't have to leave. I'm good with you, brother. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. We out here. So, I got a meeting to go to soon while I'm out here. But yeah, I just want to check in and salute to the fam out there,
All right,
all right, peace.
All right, appreciate you, Ray. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you always jumping on, man. Thank you for jumping on the chat, man. And back to it, yeah, that's what the point of Bruce Williams super chat is. As I give it a deeper thought, I honestly don't think middle-aged brothers dislike Devin, but have a difficult time relating to Bill. He's just not a likable cat. Look, man, it's just look. You do not have to oversell you don't have to. Let me say, what can I say, man? Like, you don't have to oversell it. At a point in time, you're overselling it. And for me, when you're just tearing down other people, that's the problem that I have with it. But on the Gervonta Davis thing, not supporting Gervonta Davis's, you're just not supporting Gervonta Davis's fight. You're just not supporting his fight. I have a hard time believing that it's because it's Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia doesn't deserve it. It's a non-title fight. It's a fight. All you're doing is looking on a television screen or on a computer screen, whichever way you look at it, and you're watching these guys fight. Your purchase says something about you wanting to see that fight. So I'm not going to buy the fight. That's cool. But the same reason, are you going to do that with other very, very similar circumstances? Like if everybody was more excited to see Deontay Wilder fight Anthony Joshua than they were Usyk and Tyson Fury. Because I guarantee you there's going to be more people interested in Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua than there are in Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. And it's going to be a non-title fight. And both of those guys have lost. This is a non-title fight where both fighters are undefeated. I just don't think that the real issue that people are saying what the real issue is. It's about it not being Devin Haney. It's because it's not Devin Haney. If Devin Haney was fighting, if he had never won a title before and was fighting Gervonta Davis in a non-title fight at a catch weight of 136 pounds, I have a very hard time believing that the Devin Haney fans that say they're not going to watch this fight would boycott that. They would say, no, I can't support Devin getting a fight at a catch weight of 136 against Gervonta in a non-title fight. If you literally pluck Devin Haney and put him in Ryan Garcia's position, you put Ryan Garcia in Devin's position, I have a very hard time believing that anybody's going to be saying, oh no. We need him to fight. We need him to fight that guy. Maybe, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're never going to get to see that one. So I guess the more realistic one is the deal with Gervonta. Or how about this? How about Devin Haney moves up in weight, drops his belt, moves up in weight, and Gervonta agrees to fight him at 140 in a non-title fight? Or Ryan Garcia decides to fight Devin Haney in a non-title fight after Devin Haney drops his belt. Are you going to say you're not going to buy that one either? Because people make a big deal about it and it's a non-title fight? If Ryan Garcia loses and still wants to fight Devin Haney at 140 pounds in a non-title fight, not going to pay for that one? I don't know, man. I'm just going to tell you, I don't know. Caleb Plant said, Caleb Brooks, sorry, brother. Can't always chat while I'm at work, but hope you're doing well. Good. Hope you're doing good, Fanon. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing well. Can't complain. Got him. You got him, Fanon. Like I got a hard time believing that. I mean, maybe it's true, but I don't think so. If Devin wanted to fight Ryan Garcia at 140 in a non-title fight, I think you guys would be all on board for that. And the story would change. Well, there's a difference. Why? Devin was undisputed at 140 and he can't make the weight anymore. But it's still a non-title fight. It's always going to be some difference between circumstances. Always. Well, the guy's left-handed. That's the difference. If it was orthodox, if it was an orthodox on orthodox fight, it wouldn't be a problem. But you got to remember, Gervonta's a southpaw. So because he's a southpaw, that changes it, and it makes it an easier fight for him. But Devin's the man at lightweight. Shouldn't it be an easy? Wouldn't Ryan be an easy fight for Devin too? Bruce Williams in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man. Bruce Williams said Bill Haney is not necessarily an intellectual, but likes to come off as the smartest guy in the room. He is disingenuine. Corniness is transparent. Well, I think you can be the smartest guy in the room and still not be intellectual, Bruce Williams. And I don't want to judge, like I said, I don't want to judge Bill Haney, but he's a salesman. He's a salesman. He's trying to sell you something. And I just think he oversells it. Not acknowledging your competitives, your competition's advantages. Right? It's like saying, hey, look, I want you to buy my cup. I want you to buy my product and not their product. Well, I heard that their product has a lower price than your product. And your product has slightly better material, but with wear and tear, I think it's pretty equal. And then you say, no, my price, mine is lower price than theirs are. Really? Yours says $10, theirs says $9.95. That's lower, isn't it? Well, yeah, but no, don't worry about it, because what you can do is you can, after you file your taxes, because mine is a 501c3, you can file your taxes and take that as a donation, and I'm going to give you my cup. Are you a 501c3? And why would I go through all of that paperwork? I don't want to go through all of that paperwork to save 5 cents. Well, actually, you'd be saving 45 cents because it's tax. Yeah, but also I got to pay my accountant to do that. So it's going to cost me more money on my. Why am I going through all that? I just want to buy a cup. Is yours more expensive? Yeah, mine is. Yeah, you're right. Well, no, yours is 5 cents more. Stop going through all of that. Okay? Stop going through all of that. I'm not going to be filing. I'm not going to wait for you to become a 501c3 and lie on my taxes and say I bought this for business purposes. I didn't buy it for business purposes. It's a cup. I bought it to drink. No. It's not a business expense for me. I'm not going to deduct it. Also, you're not a nonprofit. I'm not going to claim you are. No. Right? So that's what as an example, that's what a lot of these conversations sound like about Gervonta Davis. No, Gervonta Davis is not going to ask to become your mandatory. Why would he do that? If you start talking about making a fight, why in the world is he waiting for you to fight? Don't worry about the money. I'll find the money. What? We didn't need you for any money in the last fights we have. I don't need you for money now. Look, when it's time to fight Devin and he's free, 100% free, then call me. And then we will work out something to see if we can make a fight. But that's it. Bruce Williams in the building. What's up? It's disrespectful to the knowledge of the boxing fan and consequently a turnoff. Hey, no doubt. SP Phil just walked away. I see you though, brother. He shut his door in the background. And my guy, John Boy, said, Bruce Williams, well spoken. Yeah, it is. But look, man, I kind of want to get off this. Ooh, he is bad enough. I'm 58 years old and still climbing 100 feet in the air for work. Ooh. Hey, what's going on to my guy? Hey, what's the name again? Because Sean?
Sean.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, and my name on there is just my first initial and then like a few letters of my last name and then 04.
Yes. Okay,
yeah.
So now I got it for sure.
Yeah, so like Phil 04 or whatever, but yeah, Sean. But anyway,
hey, real quick, let me do something before I forget.
Yeah.
Kilo Netter said they're mad because Tank is a bigger name than the undisputed champion of the division, and everybody wants the biggest fights, not the belts. That's the truth. But here's the thing on that, Kilo Netter. He was bigger than Devin Haney before he got to the weight class. Like, that's his second weight class. So it's like, dude, it doesn't. Gervonta Davis's popularity is not associated with that weight class because he's fought in 3 weight classes. Tell Devin to fight in 3 weight classes. Go up to 147 and fight. Dude, Devin wants superstardom. Go, and I mean this in all honesty, go call out Errol Spence. If you want to pass up Devin, if you want to pass up Gervonta, you want to pass up Ryan, pass up everybody probably but Canelo, go jump in the face of Errol Spence Jr. and say, this man over here, Terrence Crawford, is ducking you. I'll take those belts off you in my next fight at 147. Do what Mikey Garcia tried to do. And everybody be like, damn, Devin and Errol's fighting, because I guarantee you, Errol will take every bit of money off of you for that fight. I bet you he will. I bet you if you jump in his face and do all that, he ain't ducking you. You can call out everybody else, call him out. That man's name is just as big as Gervonta. Everybody knows Gervonta, knows Errol. He's looking for it. It's 3 belts on the line. It's a whole weight class to jump. You say you're the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the entire world. Prove it by beating Errol Spence. Become the star by taking Errol's. Do that. Crickets, 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 crickets. You're going to hear crickets when I bring that up. Mikey Garcia tried it. Didn't Mikey Garcia duck Devin too? What's going on, Sean?
Ain't nothing. I was just gonna comment since y'all was talking about this, and what I think is funny is you have all these people and a lot of these channels too that promoted that Loma ducked Devin. However, in this instance, right, they just made Shakur the mandatory per Mauricio Suleiman. So it's almost a more of a clear-cut situation where it's like you don't take that fight, you look like a duck. You know what I mean? And it's like right now now what these channels are trying to do is say that we're all hating on him because we want to see him fight Shakur, when that's not the case. It's like we're holding you accountable because you said all these people are ducking you and that you want to fight the best. I consider Shakur proposition.
You're an intelligent young man.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you a question. If I was hating,
mm-hmm.
Does that make what I'm saying wrong, or is it still the truth?
It's still the truth. It's regardless. It's the truth.
Doesn't matter if they're hating or not.
Right.
It's
right.
the truth.
Yeah. So for me at least, it's just like I'm holding you to the standard that you set for yourself. If all of these people have ducked you, then when it comes time for you to kind of offer that, that extension to somebody else to get on the stage with you, you got to take it. You know what I mean? So, if we're talking to Loma, because I know there's a lot of people probably in the chat that thought that Loma ducked him. Well, in this case, if Devin beats Loma this time and he don't take the Shakur fight, hey, he ducked him. And the other thing with that is, didn't Loma go for another belt at that time period? Like when he didn't fight? So
the unification fight with
exactly.
Lopez.
Absolutely. So by that standard, then I guess Errol and sorry, that's my dog howling right there. But by that same standard, then wouldn't Jerron Ennis be getting ducked by both Crawford and Errol Spence by them trying to unify, which nobody in this chat would agree on is happening. So they got to kind of start understanding what's going on. All of these channels that have Bill coming on constantly, you got to put 2 and 2 together to say, hey, there must be some sort of incentive, or they're just too buddy to actually be critical in these situations right now. And that's what's going on. And the last thing I'll say, and then I'll hop off, is Bill Haney hopped on these channels saying, hey, we told Top Rank to give us their best fighter and whatnot. Shakur ain't even moved up to the weight class. So what you're saying right now is irrelevant. Now times have changed. Situation is fluid. Shakur just moved up to the weight class. He hadn't even fought Conceição actually when they were negotiating to come up to come to top rank. So all of that shit is irrelevant. It's him spinning shit too much, putting too much on there, putting extras, putting all the fixings on the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So but anyway,
first of all, Bray, and take it back one step further than that. They, if you recall, they didn't even, according to them, when they were saying that they could fight Gervonta Davis before the rematch for George Kambosos, they didn't even know yet whether or not they were going to fight Lomachenko or not. So since you didn't know that you were going to fight Lomachenko or not, and it was up to you, and you didn't even have to fight George Kambosos in the second fight, how can you now go back in history before that and say that you had already agreed to fight Lomachenko, because that's who they chose? And they specifically, and you can't tell me that they didn't choose Lomachenko specifically, because you're saying they specifically turned down Shakur Stevenson for a fourth one. So you're saying things that cannot be true. These things you're saying cannot be true at the same time. You're literally you're contradicting yourself in front of people that are listening to everything that you say. And embarrassing all these people that repeat what you say. Because I'm telling you, every time they say something I'm telling you, I just sit and wait. Like, okay, what did he say? Write down the date. The video. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I don't even I don't have conversations that are like debates that are like a half hour long. Let it go a year. Let it go a year and see how that stuff plays out, because they act like people don't have memories and they're going to they'll forget about it. Sorry, Sean. Go ahead and complete what you're saying.
No, I'm still here. I was just I turned the camera off a second to open this door to let my dog out, because I didn't realize I shut him in this door, and so he was howling. I didn't want y'all to hear him yodeling back there. So, but what I was gonna say though is the other thing that a lot of these channels do is they oversell that victory on beating Kambosos, when it's like, all right, let's go through a checklist. Would you pick Kambosos to beat Frank Martin? No. Would you pick Kambosos to beat Isaac Cruz? No. Would you pick Kambosos to beat Gervonta? No. Obviously, he lost to Devin Haney. Would you pick him to beat Loma? No. You run through all of this checklist, so that should tell you how much value you should place on that victory before you act like Devin Haney actually is the best. And if we're truthful, if out of all of the people I named, I didn't even name Teofimo, and to be honest with you, if Devin fought him and had that same thing that Teofimo had, these channels would be making excuses for him. They're acting like, Teo don't have any leg to stand on for what he claims happened to him. But these channels will give him the excuse if it happened to Devin. We know that would happen. And truth be told, I think Teo was a very talented fighter, has a lot of ability, and if we're talking athleticism, him and Tank are probably the most athletic out of that whole bunch of crop of young fighters. But up top, he seems to be a bit unstable. Like when you hear him interviewing in the way he just can't keep a clear thought, seems to be a bit unstable in my opinion. So if there's any of them that was going to drop a fight due to just kind of being unstable and kind of volatile, right, it would be him. So I think he got him on the right night. You know what I mean? So it makes that victory look better than what it truly is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I feel you 100%. Man.
So, but anyway, I'll hop off it, in the event anybody else had to, wanted to hop on, but I just wanted to say my piece. So I appreciate you letting me come on.
I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, brother, for coming through, man.
Cool, man. Take it easy.
Hey, Real Mulatto, I see you in a sec. I see you, man. Let me get these couple of super chats, bro. My guy John Boy said, prayers up for my bro Slick Skip. Yes, sir. And Brock Howard in the building said, Arrow would tear Devin's ass cat raggedy. Hey, look, man, maybe not, man. Not if Devin Haney is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, he won't. Not if he's the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, he won't. Real Mulatto in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, Fanon? Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good to see you again, man. I can't complain about nothing, man. What's good?
Everything's good.
Hey, don't
Everything's
get
good.
mad, bro. You got a passing resemblance for Blair. Woo! The Flair Cobb. What's going?
Yeah, a few of them, man. I got that face.
Yeah.
But so my question to you is, I don't want to waste your time. Where do you think Tank goes from here? Because like I've been looking at Tank. I always love Tank. I like Ryan too, but from what I'm thinking, there's no way Ryan can deal with the power of Tank. And Ryan got a great left hook that could possibly stop the fight, in my opinion. But I don't think it's highly probable. Where do you think Tank goes? Like does he move up in weight, or does he? Let's say he fights Shakur. Let's say he fights those guys. What do you think is his best option? Because I think he beats all those guys, honestly, even Shakur.
I think his best option. It depends on which. Like, first of all, if he beats Ryan Garcia, he's like solidifies himself as like the big draw, right? The dude. If he really gets to it's a huge stage, all of that stuff, really big for him. I think in the next fight that he has, he can fight whoever he wants in the next fight that he has. I mean, I doubt he rematches Isak Cruz, even though I suspect that Isak Cruz is a rematch that would sell very well because Isak Cruz has a growing Mexican fan base as well. And they've been putting him in positions that are well. Also, you got guys like Frank Martin that are out there that he could fight. But I think the way it'll pan out is, I think that the super fight for him, I think, is Shakur Stevenson. I really think that's Shakur Stevenson because Devin, if he gets past Lomachenko, which is not guaranteed. Now that's another thing too. If Devin Haney loses to Lomachenko, there is a good chance that like the biggest fight would be Devin and Gervonta and Lomachenko. Right? Because that's a fight that I think a lot of people would be interested in. I think that also would be like a really, really big fight. That would be kind of similar to, like a Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin type of situation. Because if Vasily Lomachenko was able to beat Devin, he's right back on top. It's like he never lost to Teofimo Lopez. He's right back on top, right? And then they'll have the Shakur fight, but more than likely, the next fight for him would be the rematch with Devin. And if he beats him once, he's going to beat him twice. Like if he beats him once, he's going to beat him twice.
Lomachenko, you're saying, right?
Yeah, if Lomachenko beats Devin once, he's going to beat him twice.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to beat him, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I got Devin Haney winning the fight, but I'm telling you, man, I'm just like I'm being honest about Ryan Garcia. Like, Ryan Garcia has a chance to win the fight. I'm not up in here like, man, wake me up when the fight is over type of move.
No, he does. He definitely does.
Yeah, I'm not on that. That kid is dangerous, man. And anybody that can crack like that, it's a dangerous situation, So
yes.
But the Lomachenko's the same way because Devin can't punch. Hey, give something real quick because I don't want to forget this. T-Bone, Zion Love in the building. Much love with that $20 holler. Zion Love, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Zion Love, for that love in the Cash App. So, but anyway, that's kind of what I think, man. Like, I think that other stars will will arise. So, like, it's unfortunate. It will if I think Rayo was somebody probably that would have been on a path to get a Gervonta fight if he had not lost those back-to-back fights.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, but on the real, I think that the guys that I think he'll be able to fight are guys like he has that rematch that he could definitely get with Isak Cruz. He has Frank Martin that's out there if he wants to take the Frank Martin fight. Shakur Stevenson, obviously, I think is the real big one because I think Shakur is going to beat Lomachenko or Devin Haney, either one of those. And if he don't fight and he's not signed, he's giving up that belt to Devin Haney. He's giving up that belt. Devin's going to have to give up that belt. Bob will get him stripped if he don't make that fight. So that's kind of how I see it, man.
That's a fact. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Fanon.
Man, anytime, brother, man. You take care of yourself, man. And come back
Appreciate
again,
it.
man. All right.
I will. You too.
All right, peace. All right, bro. Leho Shang in the building. Laughing. What's going on, bro? Thank you, man, for the support in the chat, brother. Devin isn't on the level of EJ. Nobody under 168 is on Devin's Arrow's level. Look, and my guy John Bowie in the back of the building said, Jason Torres here daily, very constructive in the chat. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jason Torres is a good dissenting opinion. Jason Torres, I think, is a very good dissenting opinion. He's somebody that will keep you honest, and I appreciate that out of Jason Torres. Jason, Mr. Torres, can you please put say check your cat? I will. Thank you. Can you please put in Ray Davis in the bill said big time, so salute big time supporters and my boy John Boy, my guy Ray Davis. Thank you, brother, again, man. Thank you for that support, Ray. Thank you, sir. And nobody explaining why Loma dropped the WBC belt and stayed in 135. Why couldn't he hold that belt? It's not made because that's not true. Initials, Dre. What you say? I don't know how many times I'm going to make sense of that to you. Initials, Dre. He did not drop the WBC belt. He was elevated. He didn't drop it. And if you don't understand that, more than likely it's because you don't want to understand it. Barbara Davis says Super Chat Thursday. Thank you, Barbara Davis. Thank you very, 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 very much for that support. That's the Dre. That's like old, but I'll get to the bottom of the chat. Lomachenko's an excellent fighter. And my guy John Boy said, Ray, much love in that super chat, bro. And I'm looking for Ray. Hey, Mr. Torres. Next time I see him out, I'll give Mr. Torres a wrench for sure. Oh, there you go, Jason Torres. I got to go check a channel in case somebody slipped you. Give me 1 second, because you know how it is. You know how people be doing it. They'll slip you. Oh, nope, you've been around for a while. Mr. Torres in the building. So, yeah, let's get this Jason Torres wrench crack-a-lacking. There you go. You are crack-a-lacking, Mr. Torres. Loma goes after Haney's body. He's never faced a fighter like Loma before. If he wins, I'll give him his just due for sure. Yeah, I will. That's why I'm saying it's a good fight. And guess what I'm doing? I'm buying both. Initials, Dre. I can't give you a wrench if I got to explain the same thing to you 50 times. 50 times. Reggie, hey, Dank Lunkin, you got to talk to John Bowie, man. Why you asking me? John Bowie, and Terry Schmoot hand out wrenches. I don't hand out wrenches. All I do is I will give you the wrench. Yeah, I do. Initials, Dre. The comment that you left about Lomachenko dropping the WBC belt. Why do you think he dropped the WBC belt? I know you've been in the chat before, and I know I've explained that 1,000 times, bro. Hey, Reggie Reg, it said I'm not a it's all about Devin fan, but if Devin had no power, how come no one has ran through him with no disregard? Much love in that super chat. Because he's not fighting anybody that could. Do you know somebody that's fighting that Devin Haney fought that has got a lot of power, that runs through anybody? Let me know who Devin Haney has fought that has run through anybody. Greg Brown in the building. Hey, Marquis in the building. Thank you, brother. Hold on. Marquis in the building with the $3 holler. Thank you for the support, bro. Reggie Reg. Nobody's run through. Devin's ever fought anybody that would run through him with disregard. My guy, the Good Fruit Gift Shop LLC said, this is Akamar. Love the channel, big bro. Thank you, man. Much love for that support. Thank you. Linares, yeah, like I said. Exactly. First of all, who was Linares run through with reckless disregard? And Linares most definitely clocked that man. Had him very, very hurt, bro. Had him very, very hurt, bro. If that had happened maybe a minute earlier, you don't know what would have happened with that dog. You know? You don't know what would have happened in that one. John Boy said, on behalf of Terrell W., my brother. Thank you, John. Man, but that link is in the chat for cats that want to ask. If you got a legitimate question, hit the chat. Hit the link. You got a legitimate question, hit the link. If you need spam risk, stop that one. Oh, man. Hey, Mr. Torres. Hey, man, thank you, Mr. Torres. Mr. Torres said, hey, man, much love, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that support. And he says, thank you for the wrench. I'm just here to learn. Thank you, Mr. Torres. Hey, man, no joke, man. I like you being in the chat. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I like you. I like you. Because you ask honest questions, and they're not in. You ask honest questions. And you come from a viewpoint that may not necessarily be the same viewpoint that I have, which is dope. Because that's how you learn. That's how you keep the conversations. You keep people honest. Your questions keep me honest. You don't have to keep me honest, but they're type of questions that will keep people honest. You know what I'm saying? I work my wrench. Other comments before I flame through. Back me up, chat. Initials, Dre, dude. It's John Boy gonna do. I see initials. Don't I read your comments? Initials, Dre. Yeah, actually, no. Here, bro. Here, initials, Dre. Hold on a second, man. Let me see something. There's a chance you may be able to slip in. All right, you can slip in, bro. Hold on. I've seen you before, bro. You came under another name, didn't you? Did you used to have a different YouTube channel name? Yeah, I know who you are, Dre. I read your stuff all the time. All right, here you go, bro. All right, man. There you go. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. I see you all the time, bro. I know who you are for sure. OKC Gun Case said, I'm changing my name. Yeah, just let me know what you changed it to. And so I get used to calling you that. You know? Anyway, give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, man. Right back at you. Astro Atmosphere said, Fanon, the winners of the Loma Haney and Tank Ryan should fight, and the winners should fight Shakur. Also, the loser fight another. That's out of order, Astro Atmosphere. You're out of order with that. That's out of order. You know what that's like saying? At 175, because look, it's out of order. It's out of order. The winner of Lomachenko versus Shakur should fight the winner of Shakur Yoshina, because those are top-ranked productions. They got a little tournament going on. They should fight each other. And then the winner of Gervonta Davis versus Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia should fight the winner of whoever came out of there. That's what I think. Doesn't make sense to go over there for those guys to come over here, fight a joint fight, and go back over there and do that. And also, it's not going to happen. Devin should fight his mandatory, who is, according to Mauricio Suleiman, going to be, if he not already is, Shakur Stevenson. T-Han said, do you think Ryan and Russell is a good matchup? And how do you imagine it, Uncle Blackwell? You talking about Ryan Garcia and Gary Antoine Russell? I see Gary Antoine Russell knocking Ryan Garcia's head off his shoulders. I think that fight is a massacre, is what I think. No. I think that fight right there is a massacre. No. Gary Antoine Russell, first of all, Gary Antoine Russell, the fight that I'm looking forward to seeing him fight is Rolly Romero. Because Rolly Romero is probably going to get a belt handed to him. Much love in that super chat to my guy T Hands. And John Bowie said, Bruce Williams, if you're still here, please put something in the chat. You've been here for a while and support constantly. I request a rinse for you, sir. That is not difficult at all to pull off, and I don't think it's going to even be hard to find. That's Brock Howard. I guess it will be hard because hard to find because it didn't go all the way, bro. Thank y'all for that red and that color, man. God dog, thank you for the red in the chat. Let me go down here, man. What about Ryan and Regis? Murder. Regis Prograis will destroy Ryan Garcia. He will destroy Ryan Garcia. That man may end Ryan Garcia's career. No, I don't know. No. I'm telling you that the Gervonta Davis fight is interesting with Ryan because Gervonta's a 130-pounder. Gervonta Davis is small. If Gervonta Davis wasn't small, this wouldn't even be a question. You know what I'm saying? If Ryan Garcia, what's going on, Bruce Williams? Let me get you right there, my friend. All right, Bruce, you're in the building. If Gervonta Davis was 5'9", if he is 5'8", this wouldn't even be a question. I would be calling it right now. 4 rounds. 4 rounds. My guy, Monster J in the building said, just do, can't super chat, but I can cash app. Hey, thank you, thank you, sir. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. Hey, Dank Luckin, dog, you do not have to do anything, brother. Dank Luckin, you don't have to do anything, bro. Dank Luckin, you don't have to do anything, bro. Other than not be new. Okay, you're not new. So that channel, that is not a fake channel. They couldn't have done that a year ago. Where'd Dank Luckin go? Dank, you don't have to do nothing, brother. Here you go. You don't have to do nothing, Dank. Not today. I'm feeling appreciative. Well, I'm always appreciative, no joke. But nah, Dank, you ain't got to do nothing. I didn't even read the rest of that, brother. You ain't got to do You don't have to do anything. To get a wrench, you don't have to do anything but come to the channel. Luke Kane. Dank Luke Kane, my bad. And Leslie and Jackson say, what's up with Rashidi and Via? I don't know. I don't know if they're doing a rematch, even though I think Rashidi Ellis got robbed. But I don't know if he really even wants to do one. That'll probably be worse the second time. Jay Taylor. Oh, that's you? Oh, okay. Jay Taylor, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. That's big, man. Thank you. Thank you for the support, man. And thank you for the growing number of supporters and sponsors of the channel. I'm telling you, the number of people that are in the live stream do not matter nearly as much as the supporters in the channel, brother. So thank you guys so much, man. And thank you, Jay Taylor. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Speedy signed a rematch via not fight again. Sign the rematch via not fight again. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But look, Marino Arias, shout out, man, to you, brother. Shout out to Luis Arias. Fanon, Devin move up to 140. That's an easy call. Yeah, he is moving up to 140. He's going to move up to 140 if he fights Shakur. But if he said he can fight, if he could have fought Gervonta at 135, or he could fight, Ray also said he could fight Ryan at 135. He just don't want to fight Shakur, bro. Just tell the truth. He said the truth, actually. He said he wants the big fights. Yeah, I'll stay there for the big fights. And he doesn't think that Shakur is a big fight. So there you go. Much love in that super chat, brother. And John Bowie in the building said, Jay Teller. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you, brother, for that support once again. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. Jay Taylor said, I always appreciate Queen Von is trying to get me in trouble yesterday. Hold on one second. Let me go back to Jay Taylor, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for the support, bro. And Queen Von in the building. When are you going to put that artwork up on the channel, Queen Von? Said, hey, Fanon, just stopping by to support. Thank you, sister. I'm excited for Saturday. I have no doubt Tank will win by brutal KO. Hey, chat. Peace and blessings to everyone. Yes, ma'am. Great to see you as always, Queen Von. They was out. What'd you do? Oh, they said that you would be a great co-host. And I wonder why they say that. They said that you would be a great co-host for the straight. And I tried to tell them, I'm like, nah, first of all, that's going to get me in a lot of trouble. And then second of all, you're too busy out there doing that job that pays you that good money. T.N. said, who, but you didn't do anything. T said, who are the top five at 140 pounds? The top five are Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Matias. I would have said Puello, but Puello just lost his belt. But, so I got to take Puello out of that. Then the next two I would say is probably Gary Antoine Russell and Teofimo Lopez. Oh, most deductible? What you talking about, most deductible? What's most deductible? Oh, most definitely I would do. Oh, if you want to, that's cool. I mean, anytime you want to. No doubt about it. You want more than willing to jump on the chat. More than willing to jump on the chat. If you want to. Hey, everybody. Thanks for the support. Undercard. Yep. John Boy, OKC Guns. Thank you, brother. And Zach B said, Fernando, I want to thank you from the working guys out here. You get me through every morning. Also, the weekends, you are clutch. Hey, no problem. That's why we try not to miss days. That's why we try not to miss days. I know everybody, y'all out there really doing. Thank you for talking to me while y'all working. I mean, for real, for real, for real, for real. Oh, sorry, I cannot type. Oh, I don't know what you meant. Oh, no worries. But yeah, if you wanted to, hey, yeah, absolutely. They got you just got to know your boxing and got to know all the issues. Have to be able to talk about pretty much everything in boxing. Only thing that I don't require would not require of somebody to do is to know how to talk about anybody at 105 and 108 pounds. A working knowledge of 115 would be important. Working knowledge of 122, working knowledge of 126, must know all of working knowledge of 130, must know all of 135, must know working knowledge of 140, but must know it very, very well. 140, you got to be up to date on 100% all the time. You got to be up on 154, got to be up on 160, got to be up on 168, 175. Cruiserweight, nah, can take it or leave cruiserweight. Got to know your heavyweights. You know what I mean? All of that. Oh, Miss OKC Guns super chat. My bad. So anybody that wants to get on here and have prolonged conversations, got to know those things. Also, now a working knowledge of contracts, standard operating procedures for businesses would also be helpful. AQK's OKC Gun King says, sold my gun store, so not the Gun King anymore, just dropping the gun out of my name. Shout out to the normal supporters. Oh, that's what's up, OKC Gun King. Yeah, if he's 148, if he was 5'7", he'd be in welterweight. Still, I think he have a hard time with Arrow low. God dog, I think Arrow's tough. Thank you, brother, for that, man. Jeff Campbell in the building. What's up? I didn't even see him, but what's up? Somebody said what's up to Jeff Campbell. So shout out to Jeff Campbell. You know what a TI is. But anyway, hit the link, somebody. I know there's somebody out there that want to chop it up. Wilder going to KO AJ on the undercard. Deontay Wilder will never be on an undercard. Deontay Wilder will never be on an undercard. I don't watch 115 for non. They get any power. They get anything power yet? They get any power down there yet? Well, look, man. What is Bam Rodriguez? Don't get me wrong. There's some good fights to be. The reason I'm saying those little weight classes is because I'm not expecting people to be watching Taiwanese fights. All right. I don't expect people to be watching Taiwanese fights at 3:00 in the morning. I don't. I think Bam Rodriguez is at 115 though. I think he fought at 115, but I think he also fights at like 115. Hold on one second. Undercard boxing in the building said, is Jeff Campbell. Yes, I don't know what that means. Thank you, brother. And Stone Alone in the building said, most definitely getting my morning started with Fanon coffee. Yes, sir. Much love, and thank you guys again for supporting the channel. Thank you. John Boy says, Stone Alone and Mike Kirkland. Yes, sir. Not in the U.S., but Saudi, he will be on the undercard for that amount of money. Watch my lips when I say this again. They will never be on the undercard. Never be on the undercard. And I very rarely say never, but my belief is, thanks, Michael Rivera. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Fanon, I love you in the show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let me repeat this. Co-main is still an undercard. I don't care. He will not be the second. He will not. That will not happen. Will not happen. Will not. I do not believe that for nothing. That Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is going to be the second. If they're going to, then that particular card, they would need. Well, I guess it's not. I guess not. I mean, it's only fair to put, if they were to fight on the same card, it is only fair to put the Deontay Wilder and the Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight last because all of the belts are on the line in that particular fight. However, I don't know why you guys, I just keep hearing about Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia. I just don't believe it. But if it happens, it happens. Butchie Baldwin in the building showed his face. What's going on, Butchie Baldwin?
Hello?
Hey, I'm here, man. What's up?
What's going on? What do you think about Tank and Ryan here going on?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
What do you mean specifically, what do I think about it?
Like, I don't know.
Who do I think is going to win the fight? How the fight is going to play out?
Yeah, how do you think it's going to play out? Like, I feel like Ryan's going to get the unanimous decision 12 round. If he can keep his distance away from Tank, I think it's going to go like that. I really do.
Well, the problem with that is because it's in Vegas, and in Las Vegas they score fights for the aggressor. If he doesn't engage with Ryan, with Gervonta, and he just moves out and throws jabs, he'll probably lose because that's how Vegas scores fights. Vegas scores fights for the guy. They lean because they don't like to do 10-10 rounds. You know the 10-point must system.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to do 10-10 rounds. So whenever you see a guy that is coming forward, that's why a lot of times people get upset because they're like, hold on, man, I think my guy won the fight, but they usually don't score the fight for guys that are fighting on the back foot. And also, Ryan Garcia doesn't have any lateral movement. Like, he fights coming forward, he fights going back.
I think the only trouble Tank's going to have with him is just the speed of Ryan, and I don't know, the power ain't so much there for Ryan, but the speed is there.
Yeah,
but, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look, if I had to say what I think is the most likely outcome of the fight, the most likely outcome is that it's a good fight for like 5 rounds, like 4 rounds. And if Ryan cannot hurt Gervonta, and Gervonta gets comfortable at all with trying to get on the inside with him, then Ryan Garcia is probably going to get hurt bad.
Yeah, he's going to get smoked out is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
if he can't keep his distance, then he's going to get.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
If he can't keep his distance from him, it's like the same thing that happened to Barrios is what's going to happen to him.
Exactly. You're going to wind up getting hit with body shots, and it's wind up going to get ugly on you. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Butchie Baldwin. No, thank you for checking in, man.
Yeah, appreciate you and the channel, man, for sure.
All right, for sure, man. Come back later, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, peace. Yes, sir. Let me get these super chats, man. Hold on one second, man. Thank you for that support, man. I mean, thanks for jumping on Butchie Baldwin. Thank you, man. It was a good question. Appreciate you. Yeah, the horse jockey fights, you crazy. Undercard boxing, Fanon in the entire chat. Jeff Campbell has been renamed Undercard Boxing. Thank you for all. Oh, okay. You are Jeff Campbell, Undercard Boxing. You know what I've been doing? I've been messing up Upper Echelon and Undercard Boxing. Yeah. Upper Echelon. When I see Undercard Boxing, I always think Upper Echelon. That's the problem I'm having. You're Jeff Campbell. That's what's up. And Marquis in the building says, salute to the boxing queens in the chat. Oh, yeah. Definitely. What is this? Nah, come on, man. That dude ain't no white supremacist. That's a good dude, man. Why you trying to put that on that dude, man? Why you put that on that dude, man? Hey, saying that man talks straight boxing, man. Talk straight boxing. T-Han says, so Devin is in support of his legacy, could maybe have a super fight with Crawford in 140, 147, using that French fry belt. Let me tell you, man, I'm telling you, that's the quick, hey, T-Hands, that is the quickest route for honestly, man, look, if he's going to earn it, he's got to earn it that way. I'm telling you, man, they're not going to let him skip the line being that big. They're not going to let him. Hey, I see you, Amar. Watch this. What? Like I thought. Didn't think you were going to get on, huh? John Boy said, hey, where's Zenith been praying as well? I don't know. I haven't seen Zenith 360 and I've not seen Kamal Oz. I don't know. You know, people get busy on work, man. When they got jobs, they'll come in and they'll float in, they'll float out. It's probably all this Devin. It's probably all this particular fight that people ain't talking about. Don't want to talk about Mr. Amar in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man?
Hey, good morning for now, man. I love your show, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching for some years, and you know what I love about your channel? Unbiased, man, and you give straight points, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sugarcoating in these channels, man, and it's annoying. It's annoying, and I love the straight boxing talk, and I like the perspective and the point of views that you give us so we can think. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for
man.
that. But I did want to ask you, man, what's your thoughts on this whole you know, I watch a lot of the different channels and I'm seeing people this whole Devin talk, right? I just got into a conversation with someone on the boxing scene about not boxing scene channel, but like
Yeah, I know. The
but I
voice.
mean like yeah, I was talking with somebody and you know, what they were saying is like they using this the whole Ryan Garcia if he beat Tank, them fighting at 140, right? But the part that's killing me is
Who
that'll be
fighting in
for
140?
Devin and Ryan Garcia if they make the fight, right?
Right.
The thing about it is, you know, what I like to do, I like consistency, right? And my thing is we gotta hold Bill and Devin to the standards that they setting for themselves. If they're fighting a big fight like that, similar to Tank and Ryan, right, where it's a mega fight, but there's no belts involved, wouldn't that be considered an exhibition fight based on their standards?
Exact same thing. Yeah, yeah.
It'll be completely hypocritical. And this is the thing that they keep doing. Listen, I like all these young fighters. I just don't like the approach that Devin and Bill is going at because it really looks really like it looks like they hate, man, and it's not cool. You know, Tank put in a lot of work. Even though Mayweather co-signed him, Tank had to get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes over a lot of people's head. Oh yeah, you know, Mayweather co-signed him. That was big. But Tank performed. He
Hey,
performed,
but
man.
watch this.
hmm
Mayweather co-signed Devin too.
Come on now. There you go. There you go. You know, but you know, me personally, I'm not gonna hold you up, but I'm gonna say this. I believe that you know, again, holding Devin and them to their own standards. You know, they say everything but fight. I was paying so close attention when Shakur called him out numerous times, and to me, it just looked like Devin logged out of Twitter. I'm like, where you at, Dev? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no response. Like, if that was Tank, he'd be on his line. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want, you know, this stuff is crazy, man. But we got to hold them to the fire on the stuff they saying, because you know that you putting it out there, you got to stand on that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Silent as a church mouse.
what
Silent.
what do you think that was about, though?
They don't want to fight him. I mean,
Uh,
let me tell you, the flat out truth is this.
mm,
Devin Haney fans don't want Devin Haney to fight Shakur.
mm,
Devin Haney don't want to fight Shakur.
right.
Bill Haney don't want Devin to fight Shakur.
No.
Period. Point blank. Period. That's it. And all of the conversation about Gervonta, they want a fight with Gervonta.
Right.
Because Gervonta, and that's why they want that. I don't care. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Devin Haney called out everybody in their mama, but look what Devin Haney said. He said, "What do you think about Shakur calling you out?" He said, "Well, he's supposed to. I'm the champ. Everybody's supposed to call me out." That ain't what he asked. That ain't what he means, man. He said, "Are you going to fight him?" Well, he's supposed to want to fight with me. Everybody's supposed to call me out. Well, let me ask you a question. So when Lomachenko you were calling out Lomachenko. Is that what Lomachenko? Would you have accepted that explanation from Lomachenko? If Lomachenko would have said, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm the champion. Of course, Devin's supposed to call me out. Good job. So what? So what? Everybody's calling me out."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me that was a finesse move. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, let me try to finesse the people real quick. Yeah, he's supposed to call me, but you know, like I said before, you know, on the chat, man, like, bro, the energy's not the same, bro. Like, there's something different about Shakur that like Devin just is not trying to deal with. You know what I mean? And you know, I do want to say this, man. I got juiced when you said when you said Devin should go fight Earl Spence, bro. I was like, yo, that's facts. Because he, you know, even Maurice Suleiman was saying this man balloons up to 160 damn near, bro. You should go for it, bro. You
Dude,
go do that.
he is the same size.
Mm-hmm.
He is about the same size as Errol Spence Jr. And if
Right.
he want, and I mean, see, here's the funny thing. This is why you know some of y'all Devin fans. This is really the truth of this. And I'm sorry, man. Y'all can say I'm hating. Well, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to see him fight Shakur. And as soon as I mention him fighting, go fight Gervonta, you know in the back of your mind is thinking, man, that's not realistic.
Yeah.
But it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a one. There's throughout the history of boxing, there's been a bunch of 135-pound champions that went up and fought welterweight champions and won. Archie, what's my man's name? Henry Armstrong in 1936 was 126. He moved up to 135 and he moved up to 147 and he won. Shane Mosley went straight from 135 pounds and fought Oscar De La Hoya and beat Oscar De La Hoya after jumping up that weight class.
Wow.
Roberto Duran was at 135 pounds, moved up and fought Sugar Ray Leonard at 147 pounds and beat him. And according to Devin Haney fans, none of those guys were the young undisputed champion.
Right. Right.
And if you're number one pound for pound in the world, that's what Devin wants to be called. And you got a 3-belt holding 147 pounder that is a big ticket selling fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then and you can't get the fight with Gervonta. Why not him? Why not get loose? Why not get loose-lipped with Errol? And I'm telling you, they will never let Errol's name out their mouth.
Nah. Errol was wrong.
But see, that's how you know.
Ragdog him, bro.
That's how you know what's up. Even though the same people. Now remember this, man. I know you don't know if you remember this. We're trying to get Gervonta to go up and fight Keith Thurman at 147.
Right.
After the Mario Barrios. You remember that?
Yeah.
All that talk about, oh man, Keith, but basically concocting this thing about him moving up to fight Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman was like, man, yeah, I'll fight him if he wants to. And Ryan and Gervonta Tank being like, man, what you think? I'm Superman? But look, Tank is at Tank started at 126, and he's fighting guys at 135. There ain't nothing wrong with Devin Haney going up from 135, which he's been at since he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
16.
I'm
going up to 147.
Nah, that's 100%. I'm gonna say this too, man. I don't, Devin at 140. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Like, I don't really think Devin is like that, man. I watch Devin, man, and yes, he has good footwork. He has an excellent jab, but man, I say this all the time, man, and I've seen Tank do this. When Tank start pawing away at that jab, bro, and he take that jab away, bro, Devin in trouble. Because I don't see him, them winging hooks he be throwing, bro, you gonna get caught with something crazy. If Gervonta take away his jab, bro, it's a wrap. Because all he gonna be doing, he gonna be on his bicycle from there forward. And I'm gonna say this, I don't want to be long-winded.
No, you good, man.
That whole Cambosis thing, man. Bro, I understand, the man that beat the man. I get that, bro. There was somebody on here earlier was saying that, I think it was I forgot the brother's name, but he was.
But dude, he ain't the man to beat. He ain't the man to beat the man according to them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because Cambosis never became the man. Tiafimo was never the man according to them, and George Cambosis wasn't the man until after Devin beat him. Then he became the man to beat the man.
Yeah. I think the reason why Devin getting a hard time, one is because of the antics that they keep pulling, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to, really, it's almost like you're trying to play with the minds of people, man. People not stupid, bro. We can see. We watching the same thing you watching, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I think with the whole, it's how he got the belts, bro. It's when you compare, and I'm comparing them because this is what they're doing to themselves. When they comparing like, oh yeah, well we do this, and Tank didn't do bro. Tank took the belt off champions, bro. He beat the champions and took the belt off of them, bro. Like, I mean, everyone that he had, you know what I'm saying?
Except for the second WBA, the first WBA super was vacant.
Right.
But the other ones, the ones that they don't count as real titles, even though they are real titles, Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
but with that, it's like, I mean, it's even with that though, he had to fight for that, bro. It's not like, what I'm saying, I just draft up a piece of, a letterhead and give it to you. Hey, bro, you're elevated up to XYZ. You know what I'm saying? And the Cambosis thing, bro, like, there's a somebody that came up early and was comparing, bro. A lot of the dudes that's at top tier and 135, they basically will manhandle Cambosis, bro. A lot of them, bro. Like, I can't see Cambosis beating Cruz, man. I, Isak Cruz, I can't see him beating him. He would dog him, bro. You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
not
Like,
beating Eastside Cruz.
yeah. I mean, I think the Australia thing, that was beautiful. I'm happy for Dad, but brother, it's it's more groundwork to cover, bro. Because the way you got the belt is a little awkward. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yes,
that
sir.
belt, but all of them together, bro. How you became undisputed? To me, from what I see in boxing, that he probably had a little easier route than anybody that I've ever seen get undisputed before. You know what I'm
Only
saying?
person I'm gonna tell you, the only person that had actually no, he didn't have an easier route. The
Mm.
only person that I would say that became undisputed, became undisputed in the same fashion
Mhm.
that Devin Haney became undisputed is Jermaine Taylor.
Mm.
That's the only one, and he had to beat Bernard Hopkins to get that.
Yeah, that's a test. That's a good
Yeah,
test
he
right
had to
there.
beat
You know what I'm
Bernard
saying?
Hopkins to get that. Who
Yeah.
held three of those for a very long time, and the third one, and honestly, the third one, the fourth one, they just made up being one
Right.
because he was fighting Oscar De La Hoya, and they wanted
Mhm.
Oscar De La Hoya to become. They wanted it to be a unification fight. Hey, you left, bro. All right, Doc. I'll holler back at you. Know you dropped. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So yeah,
man.
that's I
But
think the only one that I see is that one.
mhm.
Everybody else that you say is undisputed. I think maybe the second easiest route is probably Terrence Crawford at 140
Mhm.
because he beat. I don't even remember who he beat, but Victor, but Postal I think was a good win in Undungo. He got a vacant. He
Right.
beat, and then maybe I think I don't know if Felix Diaz had one or not, but that was
Mhm.
probably the second one. The hardest route to that is probably Josh Taylor is the one that had the hardest
Mm.
route to undisputed because um he had to beat win a unification fight against Regis Prograis and Jose Ramirez. He had to do
Mhm.
both of those in order to get that, and he won his title in the ring. I always forget whether it was Kylie Relic or whether it was the guy that lightweight, the Flanagan. I always forget which one of those had the belt originally, but I think the
Mhm.
hardest guy, and then after that may have been Usyk in that cruiserweight tournament because he didn't know,
Right.
he didn't know who he was gonna fight. And then
Right.
I think even Canelo had a harder time than Devin getting undisputed at 168 because at least he had to
Yeah.
beat Caleb Plant. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
he had to
Yeah.
beat Caleb Plant to get it, and Caleb Plant ain't a soft touch.
Yeah. No, that's
But
facts. That's facts.
no, Devin got undisputed. First of all, they didn't even count those other guys as undisputed. Didn't give him credit for that, and then
Mhm.
and basically called. And you get my point, man. He got that. He got
Yeah.
undisputed in one fight,
That part.
and
That
and
part.
watch this. Literally, he won all of his belts in one fight because he
Yeah.
didn't win that WBC title in the ring.
That part.
That was given to him the same way the person that actually won that title in the ring was Vasily
Mhm.
Lomachenko, right?
Right.
So and
Right.
Vasily Lomachenko literally got beat. So the man that beat the man, right? Lomachenko got beat by Teofimo, who got beat by Kambosos. So actually, Kambosos, I'm not talking about the IBF and the WB and the WBO, but within the WBC.
Mhm.
Within the WBC, it was Kambosos that was the man, was the champion that beat the champion,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And
Right.
then so really, I think it all came one fight for Devin against a guy that was
Yeah.
an underdog and lucked up. I mean, and
That.
then
Yeah.
I think he lucked up.
No, I
Either in
agree. I
stylistic he
agree.
lucked up or timing he lucked up, but I ain't feeling no George Kambosos, man.
Yeah. I watched that fight again. Probably about 2 weeks ago. and you could tell Teofimo was really swinging for the fences on everything. Like
It was
I've
a
never seen
terrible
him
fight.
Yeah, it was bad for him. But you know what I was gonna say? If Errol Spence could pull it off, I think he probably had the roughest road to that undisputed, bro. Because that man
Errol
went through a
Spence Jr.
lot.
had a rougher
I
road.
hope he, yeah, I hope that that this Crawford fight really goes through because I think he really deserves a shot for that, man. I mean, he's a dog, man, and he fought everybody that they asked him to fight. The best fights, the biggest fights, man. Like I'd like to see him get undisputed, man. I think it's well deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He'd be
I'd
the
like to
only
see
one.
that fight happen.
He'd be
Yeah.
the only one, with the exception of maybe Alexander Usyk. I'd have to go look, but no, I think he would be the only one to win it off of every belt off of a guy that only had one. Because he would have won. It would have taken him 4 championship fights to get 4 championship belts.
Yeah.
Hey, but let me move forward in this, brother. Thank you, man. I enjoyed the conversation, bro. A lot,
Appreciate
man.
you, Fanon.
All right, bro. Get back with
me,
me, man. All right, peace. All right, so I didn't mean to cut you off. Hey, give me 1 second, Ox. Violator Comics in the bill. Oh, hold on. I got it back. Oh, Violator Comics said y'all trying to get Devin killed. No, I'm not. I'm trying to let this man back up his talk. I'm trying to get these people to back up their talk. Like, if that's what you want to be, is you want to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, you want to be the big superstar in boxing, your ticket is at 147. You're tall enough. He's tall enough. He's long enough. He's experienced enough. He's qualified. This is not me telling Gervonta Davis to go fight David Benavidez. This is a guy that's the same size, the same height, got the same reach, probably walks around at the same weight that Errol Spence does. It's a fight if he's a boxer like he says he is, and he's the best #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and he's an all-time great fighter and worthy of talking crap to guys like Bernard Hopkins. Shit, he should be able to do it. That's for real. That's not me joking. He should be able to do it. Hey, Daniel McKenzie said, can Loma get beat? Russell beat Haney? Rematch? Nah, I don't think so. John Boy, thank you, Daniel McKenzie. Thank you, man. And John Boy says, she on me and my bro Senior got Loma winning the Haney fight. I think it's going to be. Look, I'm just going to say I think they're both live underdogs. I think we got fights with live underdogs, bro. That's what I think. And Matty Yo, the Mr. Matty Yo, the great Matty Yo. Much love in that super chat, bro. Oh, Jermel Clink. Yeah, but Jermel had a unification. A kilo netter. Jermaine, I forgot all about Jermel. Here, real quick. No, Jermel also had a unification. He got 2 of those belts. He got 2 of those belts against Banana. He got the IBF and the WBA against Jason Rosario. So, but he didn't get one. But he did have to beat Tony Harrison twice because I think he got robbed, though. I think he got robbed. Matty, yo, brother, thank you so much for that support in the chat. And once again, the great Ox Steel in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, good morning, y'all, man. Good morning to the chat. Salute to everybody. I'm just sitting here wondering, I had to pull over, like I did last time. I had to pull over for this one. I'm sitting here wondering, I said, yo, since when does a boogeyman, one day you a boogeyman, right? And the next day you stalling and you apprehensive and you thinking about your future and not right now. Since when have you ever heard a boogeyman say not right now? Since when does a boogeyman say, okay, not this one, not right now? It's so many contradictions going on from certain people, in boxing or whatever the case may be. And people are mixing and remixing and doing all these different things. And to me, it's hilarious, this whole situation. I know we try to stay off of the Haney debates and stuff like that or whatever, but it's sports entertainment. And, we got to understand something about the Haneys. Bill was in rap promotions and hip hop promoting and managing and things like that. And so when you come from that business arena, you know, controversy is what fuels the fire, you know, in that industry. And so people in the hip hop community, rap community, they just say stuff unwarranted. Like it's not in their nature to be, you know, peaceful and constructive or, you know, to be a gentleman, whatever the case may be. It's acceptable to talk slick and to be, to make underhand remarks or use, you know, unethical business tactics to get what you want. And that's something that's a part of hip hop and rap, unfortunately. And I feel like Bill, he kind of bleeds a little bit of that culture into boxing, and I believe that's the way that he's trying to position Haney. You know, we probably can't get these fights by Haney just being a gentleman. So let me stir some controversy. Let me get the people talking and get the people interested in it. And why not go after the biggest cash cow under 168 next, you know, aside from Earl, because you know they don't want Earl. You know, Haney, Crawford, Earl, Boots, they're all around 5'8", 5'9", somewhere around there. They all have similar reach and things of that nature. If you can't get it on, you know, with Tank, to me, the biggest chess move would be to go up and fight somebody at 147. But that would be too much like Wright. That would be too much like Wright. You know, you want to go pick on this little guy that's like 5'4". You know, I don't even think Tank is taller than my mother. You know what I mean? So, you know, so like I said, it's just a lot of things that I find funny, the double standards, you know, the renege. You know, I know some people that play spades or whatever, you know, don't renege. These guys are reneging left and right. These guys are reneging left and right. And that's what he's doing with Shakur is a big renege. You know what I'm saying? My uncle be like, don't you do that. Don't you bet not. You know what I mean? That's all you hear. And so, like I said, I could just sit back and laugh at it. I'm not upset. You know, some people, they check off YouTube or unsubscribe from channels because you're not talking about what they want to hear. But I think all the theatrics of everything that's going on is hilarious, you know. And I said this, you know, I remember uncle of mine that I really looked up to. He came back from overseas, and you know, he had a certain kind of cologne on. I went and sprayed some of his cologne, and I felt like I was him. You know what I'm saying? I went and stole one of his polo shirts, and I felt like I was him. And I say that to say this: it don't care how many pictures you take with Floyd. I don't care how many private training sessions you take with Floyd and Roy Jones. You are not Floyd, Haney. And if you was Floyd, if you truly did embody the spirit of a Mayweather, I don't care how you try to mimic the Philly shell in the mirror, you're not Floyd. If you was Floyd, you would go and take out whoever is on the map that needs to be taken out if you was really in the essence of Floyd. You know, so you can't nitpick a little bit of this about Floyd and nitpick a little bit of that about Floyd, and you want people to assume that you Floyd. If you really was like that, Floyd take on anything that makes sense. The only thing that Floyd wasn't going for is, you're not going to cheat me with steroids. Other than that, Floyd didn't care how tall you was, what your reach was. He didn't care what your resume was, especially when he was Pretty Boy. If anything, Floyd proved himself so much to the point where people were trying to get away from him. There were people that avoided him for years. Floyd wasn't the reason why the Manny Pacquiao fight didn't happen. Manny is the reason why the fight didn't happen sooner than what it was. He ducked for 4 or 5 years over taking VADA drug testing. You know, so you're okay with needles when it comes to getting a tattoo, but you're not okay with, you know, getting checked for steroids. So like I said, it's a lot of double standards and a lot of backdoor talking. You know, Crawford was supposed to be the boogeyman. So if you're the boogeyman, you know what I'm saying, you have no regard for, you know, self-preservation or anything like that, because you're a monster, right? A monster not worried about a cut or bruise or a bang. A boogeyman is supposed to be a monster, you know, so they're supposed to be a conqueror, you know, a destroyer. They're supposed to be merciless. But all of a sudden, I got to think about my life after the sport. I got to think about my family after the sport and all these different things, all these different excuses. And my single thing with Bud was this: you would have made more money fighting Earl than you ever made in your entire career cumulatively, win or lose. It was such a big fight, it's almost no losers. To technical people like us, you know, there is a win and a loss. but you win in so many other ways on the back end or whatever. You win people's respect, and that's invaluable. And that's what he doesn't understand. That's the pivotal point right there. You can win people's respect, and it's invaluable. It's like, say, like with Ryan. Ryan very well likely become a meme this weekend, but he's going to earn people's respect based upon how he goes out. He's going to earn people's respect just because he was warrior enough to step into the ring, you know? And so, like I said, I want to see big fights made. I'm actually a little low-key disappointed that he's not going to fight Shakur, you know, because I want to really truly see the best fight the best. And I want to see these young black men make history, you know, financially and sports entertainment and get other deals and things like that. So it's like, again, you know, you guys are both moral winners in the situation just by making it happen. Floyd did what he had to do, and he fought whoever was the best out there. He just made them look average. He just made them look, subpar. If you're really the best like that, these guys keep going around saying, I'm the best in the world. I'm the best in boxing. I'm the best pound for pound. If you're really that, you gotta really show us. You can't strategically move around and, take less risk and say, hey, I'm the best, but everybody knows you strategically chose a lighter road. People respect, the warrior who takes, the tougher road. And that's why Errol Spence has my respect. That's why Jamel Charlo has my respect. That's why Wilder will always have my respect. According to what these little young guys are doing now, Wilder would have never fought Fury. He would have just continued fighting whoever he fought. But he fought the toughest challenge out there. And he did it not once, not twice, but, 3 times. And so you have to respect that. And these guys need to model some of their steps like that, man. Just put it on the line. That's what it's all about. Put it on the line. That's what it's all about. But if you're going to put it on the line, don't get to crying like Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying, and making built-in excuses, man. But like I said, man, I'm entertained by the theatrics of it all. I would just like to see people keep that same energy, like the brother said, in the segment just before me. You got to keep that same energy. If you're the boogeyman, be the boogeyman. If you're going to be a family man, be a family man. If you're going to be a company man, be a company man. But listen, if you're going to be the best in boxing, you got to show us something. For sure. You got to prove it to us. You can't, like they said, build like the finesse or whatever. Yeah, the cats, from Oakland and San Francisco, they like to run that mouthpiece and stuff like that. But you know what? Anybody with decent common sense, man, can read all through that, And the more you do all that talking, the less credible you are. You're doing more talking than you are actually showing us what's going on. And we're not falling for that finesse over here. And that's all I got, man. Peace to you guys, man.
All right, brother. Ox Steel, make sure you come back again. Always,
man.
Always good talking to you, brother. That beard looking sharp, man.
Hey, I try to stay tight, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. And for some of the people, man, that reached out or whatever, man, like I said, my son is a big fan of the show. He's a big boxing fan. He's a big Tank fan, big Earl fan. And he wants you guys, man, to jump on my TikTok, man, at Big Q. And check out his highlight, his football highlights, man. So check them out.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. Hey, look, just put the link in the comment section, man.
When I got you guys. And another thing too, man, if it's any coaches, man, any coaches in the Dallas metropolitan area, hey, reach out to me.
For sure. All right, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Be back, big man. Peace. Always good to talk to the great Ox Steel. Violator Comics. Oh, and by the way, MAW, you can hit that link, bro. I did see all of that going. Hey, real quick, man. My guy, hey, you're good, bro. In that last Cash App that talked about the wrench, you're already good, Amar. You're already good, brother. Thank you, man. I don't want to read that, but you're already good. That much love in that Cash App too, brother, for that $2 holler. My guy, Violator Comics, would Errol be the first fighter in history to get undisputed one belt at a time? No, because most undisputed fighters get it one belt at a time. Get it at one belt. Get it one belt. And honestly, Errol in any time before 2006 would already be undisputed because he has the WBA, the IBF, and the WBC. The WBA, the WBC, and the IBF used to be undisputed. Only after Oscar De La Hoya got that WBO belt did they change that into a major championship belt. And you see the problem with that WBO belt is this fight with Errol. But no, so hey, and my guy, most undisputed champions from the history of boxing have got it in one fight. Because to beat the champion, there's only one champion. Daniel McKenzie said, no, for now, please read. Can the same Loma that beat Gary Russell Jr. also beat Haney? I'm going to rewatch that fight. Tell me your thoughts. I'd have to go back and look again, but I think the one that is fighting can beat him. The question is, will he beat him? But the dude is big, man. You know, I say it's a size thing. A lot of that is a size thing, man. Those are real belts. I hate the WBO. I've never been a fan of the WBO. Just like I'm not a fan of the WBA at 126. You can't be undisputed. You're never going to get 4 belts at 126. The way that the WBA behaves at 126. All of those guys, all those UK fighters get to keep fighting for it over and over and over and over again. You're never going to get a real undisputed champion until sanctioning bodies start working together to actually order the unifications, which they will never, ever, ever, ever do. So, you know what I'm saying? Loma not staying on the outside against that middleweight. Look, man, here's the problem. Here's the problem with all of that. I don't care about that fight this week. But it is something that is like, look, man, if Tank, first of all, the easiest fight out there was most definitely the fight that Devin Haney, that Shakur Stevenson had with Yoshina. Followed second by maybe this Ryan fight, but it's dangerous. Jared Price in the building. What's going on, man?
Not too much. What's up for now, man? At work, I always listen to your show.
Appreciate you, man.
I just want to say, man, you always spitting facts and the truth. So that's mainly why I come here to this platform. And we all know why Devin Haney ain't moving up. There's some good rest up there. He gonna go to bed at 140. He ain't trying to go see no Josh Taylor or no Matias. They're hitting a lot harder than the Linares is, that's for sure.
Yeah. That ain't no joke over there. The Josh Taylors, the Regis Progrades, all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I can agree with you, bro.
And he definitely ain't trying to go to no 147 for nobody, let alone Spence.
Hey,
but I just want to say what's up, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm here at work in the car, enjoying it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Yeah.
All right, man. Get back, man. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, that's what's up. That is what's up. He said he's gonna get some rest up there at 140. Hey, nah, those are just savages up there, man. Those are some savages, bro. Nah, look, man, there's nothing wrong. First of all, I really want to get off this Devin Haney talk. I really do. There's nothing wrong with Devin Haney's resume, bro. He's not done anything wrong as far as who he's fighting. He is the undisputed champion at 135 pounds. That's a fact. However, the point of the matter is about Shakur, dog, if the belts are what's important, then the Shakur fight is just as good as Gervonta, and that's your mandatory. That is supposed to be your mandatory, according to Mauricio Suleiman. So if that's the case, if you can fight Gervonta at 135, you can fight Shakur at 135. Period. And if you don't fight him at 135 because it's him, then, hey, man, look, I got to question you. I got to question whether or not you think you can win the fight. That's my thing. But look, like I said, that's more than enough of the Devin Haney conversation, bro. Seriously, that's more than enough. You guys constantly get me to say, this sounds like hate. No, it is not hate. Trust me, I don't even want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. But it all sourced from this, all this long conversation came from whether or not people were going to don't want to watch the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight. Look, man, I think this is a good fight. I don't think it's a great fight, but I think it's a good fight, a very good fight. It's most definitely better than a lot of fights that we get week in and week out. You know what I mean? Fanon, you said Haney one time your viewers went down 50. It went down 70 this time. I'm telling you, man, he costs money. He costs money. But it is what it is. Ain't no biggie though. It's all good. It's all good talk, man. It's all good fun. But anyway, somebody hit me with a question, man, so we can shift naturally into something else. I should put my own super chat in there. I'm a hater. For now, I'm trying to say good sleep indeed. I'm just telling you, man. It's just nothing. It's nothing off. There's nothing organic about that conversation, man. There's nothing organic about it, bro. Like, I think Monster in a way is more organic, more organic. Heater in the building. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, Heater. I said Haney and it dropped by 50 every time. Because those are casual fans, bro. They not really into that, dog. Yeah, that's where it gets dicey because bearing everybody wins. He's looking at either of two next. Ain't no way he can move it out of the fact, giving how they've labeled others a duck. Yeah, it just is really, 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 dog. It's really bad, bro. What's going to happen with Rolly now? Rolly's about to be champ. Rolly Romero is about to be champion at 140 pounds. Yeah, he is. He's about to be a champion at 140 pounds. He's fighting. I can't remember what the name of the guy he's fighting, but he's like 40 years old. He's not a knockout artist. He's like 40 years old. And if he's coming straight at Rolly Romero can keep a jab in his face a little bit and land really, really big shots. And yeah. Dank Lucane. Oh, Heater said, thank you. Glad to be Fanon's favorite. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah, Ismail. Yeah, Ismail. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he tested positive. I think it's for clofamine, something like that. He won't have it for too long. Look, man, let me tell you. Rolly gets that chance. Man, first of all, everybody likes Rolly, dog. Come on, man. How can you not like Rolly? Undercard Box, he said, fire live today. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Tank said Rolly was his hardest puncher. Yeah, man. That's why I'm saying, dude, Rolly, dude, I don't know if Rolly, I think Ryan Garcia is a sharper puncher. Love and support from indigenous country in Washington State. Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to the state, to Washington State, and all the American indigenous people out there. Rolly punches harder than Ryan, yeah, but he also loads up with them. So, Ryan got them kind of little quick shots that you don't see, but I don't really believe it either, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Like, knocking out Jason Duno, to me, I'm not, it is what it is, bro. Tank's looking for that. Let's see if you be able to get that off. What's going on, D Free in the building? What's good, man? Yeah, Mr. Lightning said Rolly's opponent test positive, same substance as Connor Ben. Yeah, and Connor, and look, and got suspended way faster. Man, I know that's why these guys be taking so long to announce these tests, because all of the drama that these cats be putting them through. Corey Smith, I can't see you, brother. Your device is not connected. Marino Arias in the building said, do you think Ryan will be Tank's hardest fight today? Maybe. I don't know. We got to see the fight. But on paper coming in, no, I don't. I think Mario Barrios was going to be his toughest fight. I think Mario Barrios was going to be his toughest fight. Corey Smith in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, Fanon, how you doing, man? Great talking to you, like always. Just got a quick question, man, and I'm not gonna talk your heads off. Is there a rematch clause if Ryan does beat Tank?
Yep. Gervonta has a rematch clause. Ryan does not.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Fanon. I know it's been a while since we chopped it up.
Yeah, man.
I'm still holding out for this Crawford Spence fight. Hey, look, Fanon. I'm still holding out, man.
Hold out, brother.
I'm an optimist, man. So hopefully they'll get it done, man. And another question I had, I know I hit you up the other day. Well,
no worries.
I typed on the chat yesterday about if Bud follow the same script as Sean Porter and Kenny Porter. Yeah. You said he'll get his ass told.
Night.
But I'm a Bud fan. I like Spence too.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be action packed, man, between them two, man. Because I think they are, in my opinion, clearly at the top of the food chain. With Keith Thurman, I like Keith Thurman too, man. But the inactivity of Keith, man, just scares me a lot. And he didn't look so good against Barrios, man. So,
but that also tells you that Barrios is a good fighter, man.
Yeah. And I'm like I said, man, I'm just crossing my fingers. Now, one more question before I go for now.
No worries.
One more. Now, Anthony, I'm hearing rumors that Anthony Joshua may not fight until December. Do you think that's too long?
No, I don't think that's too long. As long as he's training and getting everything right, and before then, I think it'd be fine twice, because that'd be twice a year. That's what a lot of people fight. He would have fought in what did he fight? March. He just fought, right? In March.
Yeah.
So, no, I think that would be. I don't think that's too long for him. That's twice a year. That's twice in a calendar year. I think that's reasonable. I just hope he continues to take soft touches until he gets his confidence back, till he feels a little more able to get loose in there, because he seems like he's really, like he may not be all that confident. And back-to-back losses will do that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to deal with that in the amateurs, because he didn't have a long, and plus I don't think he does. Yeah, he kind of lost his killer mentality, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it, man. Like I said, he fought, I said, admirably in his last fight, but with him, he has to get that killer. I want to see him get that killer instinct like he had against Klitschko.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm wishing for the brother, man, because like I said, man, I don't care that he's from England. He's still a brother to me, and I love him. I hope he does well, man.
Yeah, likewise, man. I'm rooting for Anthony Joshua to get back and go to sleep against Wilder, though. I can't lie.
I don't see that happening, man. I think he's too afraid of that guy, man. I think he's too afraid of that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. Right, bro. Thank you so much for now. God bless,
anytime,
man.
Corey, man. Come on by the chat, man. Anytime you feel like
sir.
it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Shout out to the Steelers. I see you rocking them Steelers.
Always, man. Always. Take care.
All right. All right, man. Peace. Yeah, man, that's what's up. All right, thanks, Corey, for coming by, man. And my guy, Mr. Marino Arias said, do you think Ryan will be Tank's hardest fight to date? On paper going into, I think it's probably Mario Barrios, because I thought he was crazy for fighting Mario Barrios. I thought he was crazy for fighting Mario Barrios. No joke. I was like, why? Like, why? And then he fought, and then honestly, man, when he fought Hector Garcia, I was like, man, look, every time Tank fights, he's fighting against somebody that's taller and looks taller, looks longer. So almost every fight, it's like, man, what he be able to do with that length, with that reach and all of that? I think Ryan Garcia is, I don't know, man. I just don't know about Ryan. I don't know about his chin. I'm going to tell you this. I think Ryan Garcia is the most susceptible to getting put to sleep of anybody that Gervonta Davis has fought in a while. Let me put it. Okay, so on the positive, on the Ryan Garcia risk side, Ryan Garcia's speed, and his power, his one punch power, is probably the most significant and the biggest danger to Gervonta that I've seen. Other than the power, other than Rolly, because Rolly can definitely hurt you, but I just don't think Rolly's that level of fighter. I don't think he's as good a fighter as Ryan Garcia is. And as far as somebody getting knocked out, Ryan Garcia got a really good chance of getting put to sleep. Because the way he puts his chin up in the air, the fact that he holds his head up, and the fact that Gervonta's punching up at a chin that's up. Now, if he's when he hits somebody like Hector Garcia, who keeps his chin tucked, right? It was harder to get Hector's chin because Hector's chin is tucked, or even Mario Barrios's. You know what I mean? And also, man, if Gervonta is able to really land them shots to the body and successfully get out, if he really neutralizes that left hook, Ryan Garcia is a dead man walking. I don't see him outboxing. I don't see him staying behind a jab and a 1-2 and beating Gervonta like that. I don't see it. Anthony Forbes in the building said, hey, when will Haney get his man strength? Just kidding. That's never. Great fights coming up. Can't wait. Thank you, Anthony Forbes. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And let me see. Let me slide down. I think that's it. Hey, thank y'all for the support, because you guys really are the ones that keep this channel going. Justo Mags.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, I'm good. What's going on, man?
All good. Are you excited for this OnlyFans boxing match happening this weekend?
I don't subscribe to OnlyFans, man.
Well,
I suspect that you mean and that you don't think very highly of this fight.
Oh, we all know it's the popularity context. It's not really anything to do with with really boxing, is it?
Yes, it is. It's very much a boxing fight, bro. Very much.
It is with boxing, but it has no significance to the 135-pound division. It's a catchweight.
It has a lot of significance, man. A lot.
Explain.
A lot. You explain me why it doesn't, and then I will clearly tell you why it does.
Well, it does not prove they're the best at what division. It does not prove they're the best at in any division.
What single fight does? Because it's a 136. Let me tell you why it's hugely significant.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis, all bets are off in the 135-pound division. If Gervonta Davis knocks out Ryan Garcia is no longer going to be ranked number 1 in the WBA. Ryan Garcia is a legitimate top 10 fighter, and he's the number 1 ranked guy in the WBA. Gervonta Davis is the world champion, 135-pound champion for the WBA. Gervonta Davis gave him an extra pound.
But they're not fighting in that division, though. They're not in that division. They're not fighting in that division.
But there's 140-pound fights that are not in the 135-pound division.
You know,
it's in the 140. It's a non-title fight in the 140-pound division.
Exactly.
So you're telling me the non-title fights in the 140-pound division don't mean anything because it's a non-title fight in 140 because it's a non-title fight in the 140 division? You don't think if Gervonta Davis fought when Gervonta Davis fought Mario Barrios, was that an OnlyFans fight? Was that an irrelevant fight?
It was irrelevant fight.
Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios was an irrelevant fight.
Without a doubt.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Was Devin Haney's every fight that Devin Haney had in 135 irrelevant? Before he fought George Campos?
Because he was fighting, defending his WBC World Championship.
Excuse me. Pardon, 1 second. I think you should be careful about repeating other people's talking points because people will lead you astray. So, when Devin Haney fought Antonio Moran, that's an irrelevant fight. Abdulev was an irrelevant fight. Santiago was an irrelevant fight. Yuriokas Gamboa was an irrelevant fight. Linares was an irrelevant fight. Jojo Diaz was an irrelevant fight. The only relevant fight that he ever had was against George Kambosos. He's had one relevant fight in his career. See, don't answer that question because I know and you both know that you don't believe that's true. There are plenty of non-title fights that are relevant fights. Gervonta Davis is a legitimate world-class fighter. Ryan Garcia is a legitimate world-class fighter. Legitimate world-class. So whenever two legitimate world-class fighters fight each other, it's a legitimate fight. It's a real fight, bro.
Again,
that's why it's so big.
Again, it's a popularity contest.
It's not a popularity contest. It's not a popularity contest because nobody's voting on how popular they are. People are going to be paying to watch a fight. They've spent a lot of money on the tickets. They watched a bunch of people in the pay-per-view. It's not a contest, not a popularity contest. It is a contest to see who is going to win in a boxing match. That is a very nice catchphrase. It's very, it'll probably get giggles out of certain people. It's not going to get a giggle out of me. That is a legitimate world-class fight with judges that are going to be scoring a fight. The reason that the fight is big is because they're well-known fighters. But people are paying for that fight because they want to see that fight. There's a lot of people that think Ryan Garcia can beat Gervonta Davis, even if they may be dead wrong as it turns out. But there's a lot of people that legitimately believe that that Ryan Garcia will beat Gervonta Davis.
All right. Anyways, let's get to the boxing match. I just want to say this. There is no way Ryan Garcia can beat Tank. Tank is just way too skilled for Ryan.
If he hits him cleanly on the chin, full strength with a left hook.
Oh, without a doubt, but I'm saying
so there's a way.
There is a way, but I'm saying I'm talking about skill for skill.
You just don't think that it could be a mismatch. I understand what you're saying, bro.
I don't think I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. And but in saying that, when you're looking skill for skill, there's a lot of things that Ryan does wrong compared to Tank.
Absolutely.
Tank so far has, in all fairness, has not put a foot wrong, so to speak. He's done some stuff wrong. I mean, he get hit a couple times, but there's a lot of things that Ryan
Garcia, Gervonta Davis, I do think is a much more well-rounded fighter than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
I do think he is, and he's clearly favored to win the fight. But I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Justo Mags, for coming by, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Oh, good, buddy.
Yeah, hey, don't call me buddy though. I don't know. You from America?
Nah, we in Australia, mate.
Yeah, don't call black people in America buddy. That's kind of like calling me boy, because it's just like calling me boy. It's like I'm like a little friend of yours that you'll pat on the top of the head. Just FYI, shouldn't do that. Not Americans. We'll get pissed off about it. But I appreciate you, bro. That's why I call you brother and sir, because it's more like a term of equals, and sir is a term of respect. Buddy is like, hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. That's what you tell little kids. Hey, buddy. Like, hey, buddy, you hold him under your head to give him a little noogie. But I appreciate you, man. You stay good, brother. Take care of yourself, man.
Easy, bro.
All right. Thanks for the combo, brother. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you, man. I was sleeping, just saw my bro Anthony Forbes. John Boy in the building said, Tevin Smith, the man, the myth, the legend. You know what it is. And then, man, he's a good dude, man. It's a good boxing conversation, bro. That's a good conversation. I appreciate it. He's respectful. He's intelligent. I respect that, man. No, he didn't change accents. He's got he's an African that it may be in Australia, but he's an African in Australia. Yeah, you can hear it in the voice, man. And he's an intelligent dude, man. No doubt about it. But like I said, man, it's just like you got to kind of watch a little bit who you're listening to. because they can make persuasive arguments, but when you really narrow that mug down, you get chopped up real. It can get chopped up real easy. This is not an OnlyFans fight. That's a funny joke, but that's not what it is. This fight, you can almost always dispel humor with serious, sober conversation. Ryan Garcia is a world-class fighter. Do not act like anybody that is not a world-class fighter is going to knock out Luke Campbell. Okay, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you. I'm not the biggest fan of UK boxing in the world, but ain't nobody that's not a legitimate lightweight is going to beat Luke Campbell. They're not going to get off the deck, fight that dude for a series of rounds, and wind up stopping Luke Campbell. I know that he was getting touched and the fight was pretty fair and even and all of that stuff, and that Luke Campbell doesn't put anywhere near the amount of pressure that Gervonta Davis is going to put on him or make him fight so much that he can wait around and figure out and look and figure out how he's going to get that off. But at the same time, you're not beating Javier Fortuna if you're not a world-class fighter. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You're not, those two guys right alone, those two guys right there. You're not beating Luke Campbell, and you're not beating Javier Fortuna if you are not a world-class fighter. Javier Fortuna is so crafty and so dirty that he will make that puppy look so nasty and ugly that you will have a very hard time beating that guy. Long time, my guy John Boy said, been a long time, and Anthony Forbes, Tevin Smith, it's been a long time. Yes, sir. We block you as soon as we see you in the chat. Who are you talking about? Don't block people as soon as you get. The only person gets blocked off tough. What is this? Oh yeah, Tristan Coleman. Don't spam the chat, bro. But don't spam the chat, brother. But I don't have a problem doing that. I know he's not the greatest boxer of the last decade, but if Deji Olatunji passed away, man, respect to his family, respect to him, and rest in peace. Okay, and I did a quick 10 count because I don't know if you're serious, but if somebody passed away, brother, you just ask, you just ask for the 10 count for who passed, and we will take our time, we will stop, take time, and do that. Look, it doesn't matter if Luke was coming off COVID. It doesn't make a difference. He won the fight. Mike Milos B said it's the second fight. It's second place fight at best. Haney and Loma winner is undisputed, and Shakur is at least number 2 skill-wise. Ryan and Tank simply not the best. Milos B, it's obviously, since when do you get more money for the second place prize? When does the second place prize, when do you get paid more money for second place? Enlighten me. Hey, check out Zulu Lion. Enlighten me. When did we start handing out second place? When do you get more money for second place than first place? Enlighten me. Enlighten me. This is not, let me tell you what the truth of the matter is, Milo. This contest is something between Gervonta and Ryan. And guess what? Shakur and Devin are not in the game. They are not in the game. Ain't no first, no second, none of that. It's the number one cash cow is what they're fighting for. And guess what? Shakur, Devin and Shakur are not in that conversation, except for maybe Shakur, because do not lunch on Shakur. Shakur got the potential to be that. He really does have the potential to be that. T. Wells in the building said, I've been back listening a couple days, not feeling good, but got to show love on the Super Chat Thursday. Salute to my guys. Yes, sir, T. Wells. But look, I'm going to get out of here, man. Much love to everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to, as I forgot that. John Boy said, hope you have a speedy recovery, T. Wells. Yes, sir. Feel better, brother. Said the hatred is real. I mean, look, man, it's kind of silly, man. And my guy said, hey, Matthew Thompson, Fanon. Oh, hey, JM said, if Tank fights Haney and loses second place gets more money than the first place. No, that's no. No. I don't know what kind of logical contortionism you just participated in. If Tank and Haney fights Haney and loses, that's how much they get paid. The first place guy gets the belts. They're fighting for the belts. They're not fighting for the money. Gervonta Davis is going to get paid that money no matter what. Devin Haney is going to get paid for what he gets paid no matter what. The competition is for the belt. Okay? Please, let's not do the mental contortionism, okay? Because I don't want to have to keep untying the knots. You get the point, man. Is Fortuna a southpaw? No. He is not a southpaw. Oh, or is he? No, I know that. Hold on. I don't think he is. He will fight it that way. He'll fight that way sometimes. But I'm pretty sure he's an orthodox fighter, bro. No, he is a southpaw. My bad. He is a southpaw. And Tevin Smith said, John Boy is a superhero. Yeah, he is. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. And yeah, he is a southpaw. Yeah, he is a southpaw. You're right. Yeah, he is. Yep, Fortuna is a southpaw. But guess what? Fortuna ain't no Gervonta Davis. He fights with his hands down by his knees. Javier Fortuna fights with his hands by his knees. It's kind of like Jose Benavidez fights with his hands down by his ankles for large portions of the fight, man. Way different fights, way different fighters, and you can afford to do some of the stuff that you can do because it's a different guy. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Peace and blessings to all. And with that, I'm out. We'll be back tomorrow. You know what it is. Deuces.